Yo, 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 how's everybody doing tonight? Man, good to see everyone for real, for real. We got Iodine in the building, M, Cammy, Hop Out Boys. Man, my name's Poetic Justus. We are here with Charlie from the Couny. Looks like we might got some connection issues, but he'll be here in just a moment.
Hello, hello, hello. Justus, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. I'm not sure what's up with your camera. We got a little bit of yeah, we got a little bit of frozen on your camera, but it's all right. We can hear you. There you go. We got you now.
We better. What's going on, everybody? What's up, chat? What's up, Justus?
Man,
what's up, M?
Good to see everyone for real, for real. We got Charlie sharing some music with us early on. Spotify started acting up, so we're gonna give it a refresher. But shout out SBMCO standing in the meantime. Some great music coming from the DMV tonight. We got Vigilante in here, Calitano. Yeah, man. How you doing tonight, Charlie? Welcome to the stream. Some of our OGs may recognize you.
Yeah, man. It's been a little bit, man, but it's back to come. It feels good to be back with family, man. You know, the Genius Playhouse, Poetic Justice stream is my home, man. It's, you know, great times. What's going on?
Hey, much love. Yeah, man. It's awesome to have you here. We met Charlie back in season 1 of our music reactions. That was like a year, maybe almost 2 years ago. So really good to see him here tonight. Good to see Ghetto Uzi in here. We got Tin Ad, Buddy Budsky, DFG Spaz. Man, good to see everyone in here for real, for real. Big shouts out to JMCL. He's doing well. Had his surgery. He's on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to him. He'll be coming back, you know, as soon as possible. But Charlie's gonna help us out tonight. Big shouts out to Charlie. Yeah, and then you guys, so for everyone who's been here before, you guys know how we do this. We're doing music reactions. We're reacting to your guys' music. Just type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to our wheel spinner. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. Sorry for that, Charlie. We'll get your screen added here in just a moment, but you guys can type your name, get added to that wheel spinner. And then, yeah, we're going to get you guys pulled up. It's free submissions. If you want to skip the line, you could type ! super skip. But other than that, we're just going to be listening to a bunch of music. It's been a while since Charlie was able to last pop in here, be on one of these streams. So I think he's really excited to see. I don't want to speak for you, Charlie. You correct me if I'm wrong, but the progression in the community, just from some of the stuff that, you know, we were talking about before stuff was getting started.
Oh, 100%, man. It's see the community grow and see some new talents, man. I'm so excited to hear what people bringing to the table, man. I came here with my big jug of water. I'm mad ready. I'm mad ready to
in the chat. Good to see you, JMCL. Good to see you in the chat. Much love to you. Sending you nothing but the best wishes.
I see Vigilante. What's good, my man?
We'll have Charlie serenade us a little bit while we get names up on that wheel, get things started tonight. For our first song of the night, we always do a free opportunity as well. So it's gonna be a random number. I'm gonna get that pulled up here in just a moment. There's the whiteboard. I'm gonna write a number on this whiteboard. Charlie, I'm gonna text it to you so you know what it is. But also, y'all, okay. I'm streaming to y'all out of Colorado tonight. Charlie, let them know where y'all coming from, where you're coming from, and then also let us know in the chat where you guys are coming from.
I'm down here in Atlanta tonight, man. I'm down here in Atlanta, man, where the weather's still pretty nice.
Hey, we're forecasting about a foot of snow tonight. So over here in Colorado, not quite the same. Not quite the same.
Ooh, man, prayers for y'all, man. That's tough.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just getting you sent over that number real quick. Don't take me being on my phone too personally. We got Pittsburgh in the building. Oh, Cal with the hydrate. Gotta hydrate along with that. New York's in the building.
New York.
Michael J and HLS. Good to see y'all. Notre Dame, Indiana. Woo.
Michigan. Lake Superior.
Shout out Lake Superior.
Oh, man. I know they cold over there too.
Yeah, you guys getting any snow yet, Iodine? Let me get this in real quick, and then we'll be able to get that going.
DMV, Cali. What part of DMV? I'm from PG County, man, over there in Bowie. What part of DMV you in? SGB Pino.
Oh, shout out Pino, man. Hey, who was all at our Song Wars on Wednesday night? That was fun. Big shouts out to everyone who competed. It was $100 in prizes that night. That was a lot of fun.
Midwest is still looking good. Ain't been hit yet. Good to hear that. Rockville. Oh, that's not too far. That's not too far, man. I used to work in Rockville a little bit. Shout out to Rockville.
Real talk. All right. I was doubting myself at first, but I picked one. You got that, Charlie?
Yeah, I got that.
Awesome. All right, you guys, you're gonna get to spam the chats. Guess the number between 0 and 100. Whoever guesses the number on this whiteboard first, y'all gonna get the first song of the night. See you out in Parkway. Hell yeah. Good to see you in the building, Stevie. Stevie 808. Remember, y'all, 0 to 100. First person to guess this number is gonna get the first song tonight. Charlie and I are keeping an eye on the chat. We're looking. You let me know if you see it.
I see some come close. Oh, hold on.
I seen that some folks came close.
Yeah, I said iodine.
Iodine.
I think it's iodine.
Dude, what's up with iodine, man? Big shouts out to iodine. That was 63. I'm gonna go ahead and get that pin there in the chat. Iodine, if you see your own chat, go ahead and beat me to it. But well, that reminds me, I hadn't shout out our mods yet. So big shouts out to M and Iodine in the chats today. They're gonna be helping out with the mods. Yeah, man, really good to see y'all. Iodine's been here active. I think he came into this community 3 or 4 months ago, and he's just been super active, super helpful. You guys are gonna be it's gonna be cool to see his songs. But he's actually gonna be in the studio session in Discord after this. Just giving lessons, teaching, sharing thoughts, maybe breaking out of some writer's block. But yeah, if you guys go ahead and join the Twitch or the Discord, you can type !Discord, and then if you go right here to the studio session, sometimes you'll see people in there, working, teaching, just having different vibes in there. So it's always a good spot to find collaborators. And then this is actually a good way to show how we're gonna get songs pulled up tonight. So once you get picked, whether it's on the wheel spinner, if we do another one of those random numbers, anything like that, you can type !submit into the chat, and that's gonna pull up that link right there from Nightbot. If you click on that, here, let me go ahead and grab it myself. It's gonna pull up this website right here. Really good to keep this up throughout the stream. If anything happens, gets disconnected, you could just easily join back in right there. You could also submit your music by clicking that button, and then that's gonna invite you to our Discord and take you straight to the channel where you submit your song. So it's gonna take you straight to our Twitch submissions. Bam, there's Iodine's song right there. We're gonna be able to get you guys pulled up. And then for anybody who wanted to skip, go ahead, Charlie. Force habit.
Sorry, real quick. I gotta throw a red flag. So I see my man Black Love 777 said he said 6'3" first, no cap. So I'm thinking we already said where it's going to Iodine first, but maybe we can slide him in second if we can verify that he indeed said that first. I just, I don't want to leave homie if that's the case. If we made a mistake, I want to rectify it if that's possible. I can only scroll back so far in my chat though.
No, I'm the same way. It got cut off of my chat. First one I'm seeing is Iodine, but that, like I said, that's not to say he didn't send it. I sure didn't see it, but if you got like a screenshot, or like you said, you can prove that. Be okay, love. I like that. We'll get you slid in there afterwards. But all right, so Make You Mine. This one right here. This is by Iodine. This is version 1, work in progress. Man, Iodine's. He's new on the releasing scene. He's been working for a little bit in quiet, but he's just released Try Died, Without You. So okay, that was all on Try Died. He's gotten a few songs out though, so big shouts out to Iodine. Make sure you guys tap in with him. This is Make You Mine. What up, Shay? Good to see you. We got Black Star in the building, Evitt Moore. You all good? You okay?
Why you walking out this door? Yeah.
You hydrate along with us.
There ain't nothing that I want, no. When I got you by my side, gonna keep you warm, yeah. I will promise to make you mine. Gonna hold you close until I die. I'm gonna stay with you. I love
Okay, okay. That's what I was picking up. That's what I was picking up.
Yes, Evan, that is Charlie.
I'm standing here while you're walking out the door, yeah. Nothing that I fear, there ain't nothing that I won't know. When I got you by my side, gonna keep you warm, yeah. I will promise to make you mine, gonna hold you close until I die. I'm gonna stay with you.
Buddy Busky said this is nice.
Oh, that's facts.
Facts. Nato said this jump hard. Said that low key.
I just want you in my bed every night. I'm gonna stay with you. I love you till I die.
Hey, that's love. Be okay, love. Wishing you the best as well.
I'm standing here while you're walking out the door, yeah. Nothing that I fear, there ain't nothing that I
Are those
won't
pads or are those
know.
vocals in the
When I
background?
got you by
Either way, I
my
like them a
side,
lot.
gonna keep you warm, yeah. I will promise to make you mine, gonna hold you close until I die.
Man, that was Make You Mine by Iodine. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Iodine. It's really cool to me when you find some really nice samples. You know, when you go digging in that bag. Shout out all the artists. If anyone wants to send in vocals, I don't know, Iodine, maybe that you're open to that. But yeah, man, that was a cool track right there. I know this is version 1, work in progress, so I know you're already probably gonna do a lot of things like make that vocal a little bit more feel glued to the beat. But to me, it's mostly in the mix, and then also on the outro, I feel like it could use a little bit more sauce. Felt like kind of a bit of an abrupt ending, but other than that, man, I was rocking with that. Iodine, Make You Mine. Appreciate you sharing. What were your thoughts on that one, Charlie?
Man, I'll be honest with you. It was the vocal seemed a little. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like the vocals were a little bit off the exact beat that I would have had them at, and like, but after about 15 seconds, I like really enjoyed that. Like, and I love the percussion. I love the momentum. EDM's not really my genre that I can dissect, but just as a fan of music, man, like I love the vocal selections that you used. I love the percussions you were using. I love the bass drops. I love the momentum. I really enjoyed that track. That was a great way to start the night off, man.
That's a, that's a fact. Big shouts out to Iodine. We appreciate you for sending that in, getting us started. Let's go ahead and see what we got up next. So
All right, I respond. 5 seconds is hilarious.
big shouts out to M. All right, so Stevie 808, Calatano, and Iodine. Awesome, Iodine. We're gonna get to share another track, fam. For anyone who doesn't know, subscribers do have twice as likely of a chance to get picked on that wheel, and it's free to subscribe with Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription every month. So you won't have to watch any ads, and you get twice as likely to get picked on that wheel. But let's go ahead and get this Discord up. And it normally is 1 song per artist per night. The first song doesn't, take away from that or anything like that. So right here we got Stevie 808 in line. Let's try this again. It's so catchy. I really like the way it came in, and then some of those falsetto notes he was hitting. Charlie's on a bit of a delay listening to the song, so I'm gonna just share a couple thoughts, and then Charlie's gonna finish just a few moments after, and be able to share some thoughts then. Um, yeah, I don't know the way that we have it pulled up. Um, I guess the audio didn't go through for the file, but that's all right. So, um, yeah, big shouts out to Stevie 808. That was in line. Again, that falsetto I touched on a little bit while I was playing, but that falsetto he was hitting, as well as that hook that came in very catchy. That constant drum just made it real easy to dance to or kick. So yeah, big shouts out to Stevie 808. Let us know if you have release plans for that one. Do you got a release date coming up? Was that with another artist? Was that you all the way through? Man, I'm curious about that track, but big shouts out to you. Appreciate you sharing that one. All right, and then we also got hey Charlie, you almost were you able to get that one pulled up, or was that one not working out?
Yeah, I was trying to get it pulled up. I'm gonna have to check it out on the back end, man. I want to make sure I get to listen to them,
Yeah,
but
no.
for some reason I was having some technical difficulties, and then um, I wasn't able to get it to work on my end. Let me see if I can get everything figured out real quick.
Hey, no worries. Yeah, it was a really good track, you know what I'm saying? But if you gotta listen to it afterwards, no worries. We'll just say for this song, everybody, if you have an unreleased song, just go ahead and send a SoundCloud private link. That way I can go ahead and share that audio over to Charlie. All right, then we got Calitano, that's right. And we got Iodine with the second track. All right. And then I believe M is gonna be spinning the wheel. The wheel spinner in the top left. Type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to it. It's free submissions. That's how we decide who gets pulled up next. Other than that is you could type ! super skip if you wanted to skip the line. So this next one right here, this is Cal Atano, Mr. Faceless. This is a demo. Let's get right into it.
Cracks in the slide, cracks on the floor, fall down in glass. Don't ask me why. I tried to find the reason why. Nah, fuck this shit, man. Fuck that bitch that act like you ain't proud. Hate my face, I hate this place. I shoot this bitch right now. I talk my shit, I don't hate for shit. I change that shit right now. I'm sick of it, get rid of it. I pick your shit, I pick your bitch. Don't wait for he not saving me.
Cal said this is fully self-produced by him.
Cracks in the slide, cracks on the floor, fall down in glass. Don't ask me why. I tried to find the reason
That was Mr. Faceless Calitano. That
Hey.
that sound wave's wild. Having it like that. But nah, man, I appreciate you sharing that song. I thought there was a lot of like really cool ideas in there. Um, for me personally, I would have just loved that main vocal to be more of the center, the main focus. Versus to me, it felt like the background vocals were causing a lot of chaos that was making it a little bit harder to focus on that main vocal. I could totally hear chaos being, part of the stylistic choice on this one. But I think if you utilize a little bit more panning and EQ to kind of choose some area, as well as reverb to choose some areas where you want, each part to kind of shine. I think that you're gonna just have a little bit more clarity through the overall mix. But That was Mr. Faceless, the demo. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Cal.
Appreciate you, man. And I enjoyed your vocal tone. It's cool. It's edgy. The record was really a vibe. Um, I think the things that I would have said, Justice pointed out. But I enjoyed the record. I really enjoy and want to see what you can continue to do with your vocal tone. Your vocal tone is so dope to me.
No, 100%. Big shouts out to Calitano. Um, hey y'all, I'm not sure what's going on with the stream tonight. You guys just please try to stick with us. We'll get all that figured out. But just if the stream goes down, refresh. We'll get everything going again. All right. This is Iodine, and make sure if you guys click !submit, get this website up. So you know if anything happens, you get disconnected, you can easily click right here so you can join back. But all right, this is Iodine Glass, work in progress. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Iodine and 808 diffraction. Much love, Blackstar. Appreciate you. Thank you, M, for spinning those next names. Hey, I appreciate you communicating, Iodine. Those Reese's going crazy, Iodine. Those bases. That one's cool how different this bass melody is versus that like that total drop in. Just night and day difference. That was Scattered Glass with Iodine. Yeah, man, I really liked your energy on that one. I think I was torn on this last drop because I was really rocking with it. It was my favorite drop sonically wise, and then the change up came in, which I think was a good idea. It just messed with my favorite drop. You feel me? So I'm like I'm partial to it, but nah, man, I appreciate you for sharing that one. That was Scattered Glass, Iodine, and it's not that it messed it up, right? It was just in my mind I was ready to go with that first vibe. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that one. I know Charlie, you mentioned you don't listen to a ton of EDM music, but anything go across your head while you were listening?
Yeah, I like the sound selection. I like the dynamics. I liked how you were playing with the pitch of the lead melody towards the middle of the record. There, the towards the last, I want to say third of the record, near that second drop, it was right around there, Justice. And there was you kind of the after the drop, you kind of lost the pocket for me, and the natural like bounce that the record had me in kind of dwindled a little bit, and I kind of had to force it. I think at the end you kind of picked it back up, but there's a section where I just kind of lost the physical engagement of it. But outside of that, I really enjoyed the record. Yeah, I'm still vibing and getting used to hearing some different styles of music. But for me, that one part just kind of took me out of the record physically for a second, which was noticeable to me.
No,
But
that's totally
that's
fair.
my only critique.
Hey, and this is a work in progress, so I know that's super valuable feedback. But all right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get back to our wheel spinner. Let's see who we got up next. Oh, Vigilante, is it out? Hey, Crash Course is out now. Y'all go show Vigilante some love.
Hey,
Ghetto Uzi, VLAN, and Pino. If y'all wouldn't mind dropping the chat and resubmitting. Awesome. Looks like VLAN was the first one sharing a song off his new album. Let's go ahead and get right into this. This is Nitro Circus. Facts. Facts.
You gon' fuck with this one, Will.
Vigilante.
Feeling like a villain anime. This is my villain art. Dousing with the gasoline, like a blunt, I'm quick to spot. With this bleach blade, I stab him right straight through the heart. Now he a vampire. Told his ass, boy, don't you start. Now y'all done got me started. I'm getting heartless, trying to catch that nigga in the darkness. Leave him startled. Y'all could call me Baby Lynch or put him in a dish. Cooking nice and crisp, feed it to his fam. Cause motherfucker, I don't give a damn. Got me more rude, lately been feeling heartless. I can't seem to find my sanity, in love with the dark. Take the gas and then I douse it. Yeah, I'm quick to spot. Been feeling like a villain anime. This is my villain art. Call me ghetto, got me more rude, lately been feeling heartless. I can't seem to find my sanity, in love with the dark. Take the gas and then I douse it. Yeah, I'm quick to spot. This is my villain eye. Stab him right through the heart. Like a blunt, you know I'm quick to start. I've been feeling like a villain. Gotta
Villain Art by Ghetto Uzi. Mixed and mastered by Michael J and Bacon Jam Studios. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Ghetto. Hey, first and foremost, man, it's cool to see you working with other, engineers, other studios. That was one of my favorite mixes from you so far. Just favorite overall sounding songs. So, I just want to give you your ups on that one. Big shouts out to Ghetto Uzi 638. Yeah, man. Like you said, I also just liked how it was kind of consistent. Everything from the title, cover art, subject matter, vibes. Like it was kind of dark all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Like villain arc all the way through into the deep vibe. So, I appreciated that as well. And then yeah, those are I would say those are the two biggest things for me, man. I appreciate you for sharing that one.
do you hear me, Justice?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Excuse me. Were you done? I didn't want to
Yeah, no,
talk
I'm all
over you.
good. I'm all done right there.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure that we back up on Twitch. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I don't know what's up with the technical difficulties today. It keeps like people keep saying that they're getting disconnected and restarting, and so I'm just trying to make sure we got everything up on our end smooth enough. But yes, sir, I appreciate you. What do you think on that track?
I like the catchphrasing. Villain art was a cool concept. For me, the, the vocal pocket of the hook didn't keep me. Like I see where you wrote it and I see where you approached with it, but it was a little bit off to me just in terms of like the vocal placement. And I think that took away from some of the other cool elements of the record. I really like the arrangement. It was unexpected, especially like the outro. Like it had really dope elements for me. The hook just kind of from a timing standpoint didn't hit exactly where I feel like the best version of that record hits. Now that might be a taste thing, but that's my 2 cents. But I like a lot of things about the record. I just that was a part that stood out for me, and not in the best way personally.
No, that's totally
But that's
fair.
just me personally.
Totally fair. All right, so this next track we got, this is Pino. Let's go get right into this. This is Carta. Coach Coach Carta. Okay. Coach Carta.
That's clever.
Big step of shit, stepped on. Damn. Pino. Fuck around, drop a goofy, catch a body. Scotty too hot, way I got your shot.
Carter, no Cotty. Fuck around, drop a goofy, catch a body. The way that I'm pimping, I'm feeling like Scotty. Scotty too hotty, way I got your shot. Your shotty get thotty, she all in my body. I'm popping out late, they calling me toddy, but shit ain't matter, where it's heat up the party. I got that bitch rolling, white bitch, she named Molly. Straight drop sipping, we don't do Bacardi. Offset dripping, don't need me no Cardi. Goofies on fan time, feel like it's Cardi. They fan bus touring, they whipping a trolley. Yeah, they whipping a trolley. Cracker Jack snacking, I'm feeling like Polly. Finger trigger glitching, calling me Wally. Yeah, they calling me Wally. Big dog circle, we go to the
I like that Wally sample, that's cool.
Caught me some Prada. She gon' do what I say like I'm a father. No, not my daughter. Whining like some babies calling me dada. Smoking a Zon going straight to the mata. He get hit with the chopper. He get hit with the chopper. Chopper popped him way rocking his socks and Glock will rock you, dunk on you like the rose. Big bread stacking, bitch, I'm never loafing. Talking that fat shit, bitch, you ain't toting. Goofy try reaching out, Auckland from floating. Ocean flowing way and peeping the motion. Bitch, I'm the one not the two, ho, I'm chosen. Teaching youngins like I'm Carter, I'm coaching. Carter, no Carter. Fuck around, drop a goofy, catch a body. The way that I'm pimping, I'm feeling like Scotty. Scotty too hotty, way I got your shotty. Your shotty a thotty, she all in my body. I'm popping out late, they calling me toddy. But shit ain't matter, way I teed up the party. I got that bitch rolling white, bitch, she named Molly. Don't fuck with the Molly, only smoking Zot. On the beat serving junkies by for bop. He got too close, I hit him with a spot. Whipped up the stick, I feel like money mop. Holding his chest, thought it'd leave a scot. Ops try running, pushing a free car.
Pushing a free car.
Free car sitting, you know that shit took. 12 try chasing, told them take a look. Spanking they ass, got left in the past. Knowing damn well I had them boys shook. Picking up the pace, no longer a rook. Told them get down, I'm feeling like I'm nuts. Get down, get down. Big dog shit coming out the pound. Toe for toe, bitch, know it's pound for pound. Chasing the bag, running around. Jewelry on me, finna give me a crown. Got too close, bitch, you stussy bound. No, I ain't gang bang, I throw it down. I'm after the blood, no crip like a hound. Cartier dripping, feel like I'm a drown. Carter, no Cotty. Fuck around, drop a goofy, catch a body. The way that I'm pimping, I'm feeling like Scotty. Scotty too hotty, way I got your shotty. Your shotty a thotty, she all in my body. I'm popping out late, they calling me toddy. But shit ain't matter, way I teed up the potty. I got the bitch rolling, white bitch, she named Molly. Damn. I got the bitch rolling, white bitch, she named Molly. Got the bitch whipping, nudging with a trap. Damn.
Give me that.
You know.
Bow, bow.
You already know.
Big shouts out to Pino, Coach Carter.
Stepping is stepped on.
Man, I thought that one sounded pretty good. I feel like just really locking in the dynamics on that vocal, the vocal to beat like ratio. I feel like that could make it sound just to that next level, you know what I'm saying? To that stuff you're gonna hear on your playlist. Pino Carta. I like what you said, James. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Much respect. Yeah, everyone in the chats sharing thoughts on that one. I appreciate y'all. How about yourself, Charlie? What you think on that one?
Excuse me. I really like the hook pocket, the rhyme scheme of the hook. It was enjoyable. You was in your bag in terms of your pocket. I think your flow kind of seemed a little bit less intentional during the second verse. But man, that drum, the 808 work and the kick drum work, the staggered 808 was so fire to me. Like that stood out to me a lot, the way you wrote it too. I think that having your vocals more out front a little bit, and maybe a little bit cleaner would improve the record. But I like the hook. I really like the hook. And I really like the first verse. I like the record. I think that I see I see a lot of potential in you in terms of just like slightly tightening up the precision that you approach a whole song with, and not letting one part of it seem a little bit less intentional. Which the second verse kind of really felt like that to me. But I think you have something there, and I like your style. And like I said, I got to reiterate it, man. That 808 work was crazy. I really enjoyed that shit. Like especially the way you was flowing on it. That shit was hard.
No, real talk, man. Big shouts out to SBG Pino. That was Carta, Coach Carta.
Shout out, Coach Carter. Great movie, by the way.
Real talk, facts. Made me start thinking about the movie. All right,
Great reference.
what's up with the chat now? Get that fixed. All right, we good. So next up, we got. Let me double check on this real quick. We got RTW Biggs, Psy, and Michael D'Angelo. Go ahead and drop a chat and resubmit if you are here. Michael D'Angelo right here. I see you. We got Psy up right next. And then I'm already forgetting. We had RTW Biggs, type exclamation point submit, and then send it into this Discord chat right here. All right, this is Got That Michael D'Angelo. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
That cover art.
And people already talked about the cover art. You guys knew with that and everything. Had some cool visuals, in the video area as well. So I forgot what they call that. Is that the canvas they call that? I forgot, but appreciate you for sharing that one, Michael D'Angelo. Getting that added to the playlist.
Yeah. Excuse me, man. Oh my gosh. So I'm a big Currency fan. I'm a big Dom Kennedy fan. Currency's probably one of my favorite rappers of all time. And you fit right into that bag, that pocket that you did with the hook. I liked your vocal delivery. I mean, it was a really well written song. The beat was fire as fuck. I like your voice. I think that if I had to be a stickler, it's too good of a song to not have a better mix. And I say that out of love, because you're real close to having like a full package record, from the name to the cover art to looking at this whole presentation, how the record sounded. I'd say the mix was the sore thumb, but I also, like I said, one of my favorite rappers is Currency, and he has a lot of stuff that I love and listen to, and the mix is not all the way there, because that's not the point. It's more of like a underground, we vibing record. It's not like a polished record. So I come from that too. So that side of my ear, I still fuck with it. It didn't even bother me at all. But there's another part of me that's just like, man, I really like that song. I wish the mix was a little bit better. Just personally. I like that record, bro. Great presentation.
Nah, bro, I think you hit that nail on the head, man. That's exactly how I felt. Where it's like, hey, I like this too much not to clean it up, in my opinion. But I could totally see that Currency reference. I like that, as well as Larry June. I don't know why. Once you started talking, I could see a Larry June like kind of influence as well. But yeah, man, big shouts out to Michael D'Angelo. Got that.
So I can still hear the pocket. I can still hear it in my head. That's how you know to get it. That's how I know you did a good job. I'm fucking up my words.
No, real talk.
Yeah, I like that record. Let me add that record real quick.
When it keeps running through your head afterwards, I feel that for sure.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Save. We got Death Row, the quick mix. Let's go. How do I say this first word? Or is that like Roman numerals? You let me know, Sai. I want to make sure I get you right. Death Row, quick mix. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Jupe in space in the chat. Good to see you, Jupe.
What up, Jupe?
It's HLS. I think it's HLS. Chillin', they asking me how you living. Is you gon' make it to $1 million?
Maybe if the living ain't killing, smoking this dope and I'm spinning. Roll right round and I'm spinning. Bitch, I'm the #1 villain. Talking this shit with no feelings. Top of my shit past a billion. Walking this bitch representing my palace. HLS, fuck what you thinking. Inking like cause of the victims. Till my teeth fucking sinking. No consciousness, but I'm sinking. Been on the jet, bitch, I'm linked in. I on the price like a million. Like, baby, just show me the millions. Niggas be tripping and wishing. That's all my ass they be kissing. Playing both sides, they switches. Fuck you think this is? Shame is a shame how they link, so they aim at us. Blaming the brain. I don't think that they having a stamina. Cause of y'all niggas is fast enough. Like, who the fuck said that you flashy, huh? Yo, I'm not your regular rapper, nah. So can we please rap it, dog? Cause the camera been packing up. Can't play with no niggas, go play with your kids. Taking out like cause I might see your bitch. Party go up on a Tuesday, but your shorty go down when I pick. Up in this bitch like one little children be fucking up shit. I've been busting up quick. I'm from the city of Gotham where my Batmans be robbing and my jokers be sick. Something damn near undefeated. Michael Jackson, bitch, I beat it. I fuck this shit up and repeat it. I need a dark skin bitch, a black Monroe. If I hop in, y'all on death row. Bitch, I'm bad, my records blow like eeny, money, mo. It go. Alright, to come down. It go. Alright, to come down. Classy bitch just like Italians. Haven't started to begin with. Haven't been in a minute. Haven't been in on this thrilling. On an adventure like Finland. Pockets and these are white villains. She bad as can be, so I'm drilling. Top right here, white stop at the ceiling. Atmosphere CO2, bitch, I'm killing. Walking this bitch like attention. I can tell she like attention. I can tell by the extension, attention. Well, shorty got lashes on LinkedIn. Panther just look at the pink skin. And my week gon' win, cause my week go like 10-10. She attacking my blingo like Ben 10. Universal on my wrist, I'm a kingpin. Like, who the fuck said it's your turn? Nah, the one to hit out of the hand of here, but niggas it out. Better give me that summer back. Tracks they be selling like hummerbacks. Fire hit thunder dad. Say I'm always with hanging. Very little people. Niggas on the track. Song on the track. Undefeated. Hey, Michael Jackson, bitch, I beat it. Up it and fucking repeat it. She calling me, I'm conceited. Turks and bitch, a black Monroe. If I hop in, y'all on death row. Bitch, I'm bad, my records blow like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Super Saiyan
It go.
I like that last little block right there.
It go. Down.
Man, Death Row, Say. Appreciate you for saying that one. Or Sai. Appreciate you for sharing that one. Oh, I gotta check whether you said that was how to say that first one, but appreciate you for sharing, Matt. That was one of my favorite songs from you, or like your parts on the songs that we've heard from you in HLS. It was cool to see more when you're steering the ship, right? Because Black Star shared, he's like, man, Michael J's been putting us to work, getting us out of our element a bit. It was cool to see when you steer the ship, how that changes a little bit on the direction and what you do with your voice and stuff like that as well. I asked a little bit in the middle of the track if you use the multi-band compressor on your vocal, because if not, I feel like that would be really powerful just to give it a little bit more power within the mix, a little bit more strength. And so, but yeah, I really appreciate that side. Again, like I said, that was one of my favorite verses from you so far. That was Death Row, and not just verses, but I don't know. That was one of my favorite versions of you. I think that's probably the best way to put it, because we've heard a lot of different variations of Say. How about yourself, Charlie? I know you're a little bit newer to HLS and to Sai, so what were your thoughts on that one?
You know, this gonna feel a little heavy-handed, right? Man, I'm gonna start right here. Your voice is really dope, and your delivery is really dope, and your beat selection is really dope. And for me, those things were so dope. I really wanted to hear stronger writing. I think that you have a lot of vocal and sonic things figured out in a way that's interesting and entertaining. I think that I would do some push-ups when it comes to your writing, because I think if you're able to capture the same level of wit as as you are with your vocal delivery and your phrasing and your pocket, you're gonna be a really great artist. Um, that's just me being a stickler. I think that also the arrangement from a writing standpoint could have been better. I would work on your songwriting and your lyricism because you have so many other things that sound really good that they sound so good. I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you to improve in those areas because you have the capabilities of being a well-rounded artist, and I don't want to give you the feedback that steers you in any other direction than that. Personally,
No, that's totally fair. Um, Much love, Charlie. Appreciate you for sharing that one. Big shouts out to Psy, Death Row. And then you said you did put a multi-band. So on that uh fourth band, or that highest band, I would just lower the priority a little bit, or lower the gain on those top ones a little bit. Just get a little bit of that excess air out of there. And also, depending on if you have, because I heard a couple layers in there, it sounded like if there's a higher pitch stack, you can maybe give that one a little bit more air. But on the the mid tier, the treble and the bass stack, I would give it a little bit less on that high end. Jupe, I saw that. I want you to think it slid by.
So and I also I'm Justice seems to, like the community gets to hear a lot of your stuff. So while I'm around, I'm definitely gonna tap in because I hear a lot of positive things. And to me, when you're able to absorb feedback, you're a beast because that means you're willing to grow. You're not afraid of what you have to do. You're willing to do what you have to do. So I'm excited to see where you're going. I'm excited to hear more music.
No, that's totally fair. And yeah, no, I think that's totally real. And uh SJ said it perfectly. He's like, I will say I love the genuine honesty and the feedback. That's what's gonna help artists grow. That's what's gonna help them know, hey, this song's actually worth, investing in and marketing and pushing, spending my time, dollars, everything like that. Versus, hey, this song was cool, it was fun, it was a great experience to make it. But I'm gonna go try another one as far as putting all the money into and whatnot. So big shouts out to you, Charlie, keeping it real. And Rico the realist entering the building. Good to see you, man. This next one right here. And guys, keep an eye on the chat from M. She's gonna be spinning the wheel, letting you guys know who to submit next. This right here though, we got RTW Biggs, too many and Samad, too many lines. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Nah, for real, dog. Pause too much lines, pause too much streets. How about too much lines, turn them 4 to 6. I ball like LeBron, wearing number 6.
Man, hop out, boys. Twitch is being weird today. We'll make sure to work on that before the next stream.
I'm trying to reheat my cup, wildin' in South Beach. Pull that new Mercedes out, pull that shit you pull last time. I might just have to take you out. I gotta talk to the lady, but I'm finna go talk to the label now. Major all my maid, major it's 150, 20s when I'm paid. These little niggas gotta stop me on their other page. These little niggas hate behind my back, they see me, they show love. I ain't tryna hit the fucking club, take me to the stool. You do what I do, on some monkey see and monkey do. We got drugs and we got money too, bitch, we in the loop. I'm Wi-Fi with a bitch, I'm not into you. I'm sky high and this bitch sitting right next to you. Pray the most high, do that shit, keep on blessing you. I've been making all this cash and I ain't stressing you. Watch me open up the fridge and I got plenty juice. Probably pull me up some tricks and that's a heavy dose. I get high and get the bag, you get the message fool. Nigga playing with a bag, he tryna make the news. Oh, I ain't coming from the farm, I'm kinda skeptical. Ride around, I'm just kicking shit just like the Messi do. In my head, I be like, why the fuck they testing you? You pay what for the drink, that nigga taxing you. And you can't get a fucking deal unless you grab a few. Perks where you drink, I got a lot and I ain't gotta choose. Nigga always scream my name, get off my fucking dick. Lame as hell, and then he broke, I spot a counterfeit. Never gave a nigga nothing, steady ask for shit. Once a nigga roll this fucking weed, I'm never passing it. I'ma sip the cup and figure ass.
I was rocking with that verse right there.
I'm finna do the dash in it. Do the dash in that bitch. Nah, for real, dog. Pause too much lines, pause too much streets.
killed that shit,
I
Biggs.
ball like LeBron, wearing number 6. Hey, I'm finna take my talents to South Beach. I'm tryna be hit my cup, wildin' in South Beach. Pull that new Mercedes out, pull that shit you pull last time. I might just have to take you out. I gotta talk to the lady, but I'm finna go talk to the label now. Major on my main. These little niggas got they stop me on their other page. These little niggas hate behind my back, they see me, they show love. I ain't tryna hit the fucking club, take me to the stool. You do what I do, on some monkey shit, monkey do. We got drugs and we got money too, bitch, we in a loop. I'm Wi-Fi with a bitch, I'm not into you. I'm sky high in this bitch, sitting right next to you. Pray the most high, do that shit, keep on blessing you.
Shout out Long Beach. Man, RTW, Biggs, and Samad, Too Many Lanes. That counterfeit bar, that one's still sticking out to me, bro. That was cool. I was rocking with it. I felt like I heard some, and it's part of the style. You could say the same as some of I saw people say it in the chat, like Lucky songs or certain other artists. It was like you could hear certain like almost like mouth noises, in the recording, but it wasn't even necessarily a bad thing. And same with that voice, like that voice was raspy, right? It had that kind of like molasses like flow where it just kind of like rolled out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was rocking with it. I feel like just giving it a little bit more maybe saturation on the mix, just to give it that shine, that spark. I feel like that would really do some favors to it. But again, like I don't know, the way you said it was working for me, the delivery and the lyricism. I felt like there was some filler bars in there, but there was a couple ones that like more stood out where I was like, okay, again, we're that counterfeit bar, where it's like he broke, like just the spin you put on it. You tied a couple different concepts together. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for sharing that one. How about you, Charlie? What you think on that?
Yo, the hook was dope. The pocket was ill. I'll be real with you. The first verse, see, I'm not familiar with y'all. So whoever was doing the first verse and the hook, I really liked your fucking style. Like a lot of people, that style is like, it's like wrong. You know what I'm saying? So to do a style that's wrong, like it's real, like it's I don't want to say it's popular to do styles like that now, but you have to like commit to that vocal style. You know what I mean? And I think
Thanks.
that you stuck the landing on it for me. You know what I mean? I could tell you didn't give a fuck, but it was still precise in certain areas where I could tell you took pride in doing it correctly. So it's like, because that style requires you to not give a fuck, but also be precise, which is kind of a weird line to walk. And you had enough wit in there where I could respect where you was coming from just as a rapper. It wasn't just all vibes. He was like, oh no, this nigga know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And that second verse was a little bit more of a fundamental rap style where he was in pocket. So that also had a good balance where that style could have got redundant for a whole song, but you added something that had some contrast to it. And then when you brought the hook back, I really love that ball like LeBron wearing number 6. Rather take my talents to South Beach was fly as shit to me. I like that record. I fuck with that record.
Facts. Big shouts out to RTW, Biggs, and Samad. Too Many Lanes. Let's see. Let me double check. I have a feeling that one got added to the community playlist. View results. No votes. I'm voting on that one.
Yeah,
I'm voting.
add my vote.
I'm throwing
I
that.
fuck with that.
Throwing that one on, man. Samad and RTW Biggs. Appreciate y'all for sharing that one. All
Yo,
right, let's
keep jamming, y'all. That shit was cool. I fuck with that for real.
facts. Hey, and we got Evitt Moore, Black Star, and Nato. Let me know how to say your name. I'm guessing Nato. For our next 3 tracks. Let's see. Vexo submitted right here. We got Evitt Moore. And we got Nato. Let's go. Oh, my bad, Vexo. Appreciate you for submitting, but we'll get you pulled up once your name gets spun on that wheel. All right, Black Star. There we go. All right, Evitt Moore, Annie's Lullaby. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
This one's for you.
Hell yeah, Skinny. Good to see you, Skin. I'm gonna stick with Skinny.
And this one's for you. Listen me too.
Appreciate the hydrate, Rico.
Wake up, feeling so dangerous. Put some fresh clothes on, feeling so famous. Skateboard down to the shop, grab a bag of
Vexo, we'll talk about it after this track.
Shorty told me that I'm perfect, it's adequate. The sun is sky high and life's a gift. She's so damn sexy, she's a 10. And just like a firefly, I'm catching it. Annie, are you okay, baby? Girl, you like a sunset, beautiful, amazing. Annie, are you okay, baby? Never had a rock star treat you like a lady. Annie, are you okay, baby? Smooth criminal like Mike, so wavy. Annie, are you okay, baby? Never had a rock star treat you like a lady. So let it burn, I got it bad.
Hey, Horby, good to see you.
No stopping that. Love and heartbreaks, no easy task. And every time I fall, I'll be waving the flag. No, we only met a couple months ago, but I know that you want me, it always shows. You know I want you too, it ain't hard to know. No time for games, there's no stop and go. Every time we lock eyes, we see the glow. Like a fireworks show, sparks fly and flow. And everybody knows, so it's time to go. Shorty, take my hand, cause I have to know. Is it you with me, or me and your ghost? A ghost of a memory, sad and slow. And if you got a boyfriend, tell him goodbye. It's you and me, my sky lullaby. Annie, are you okay, baby? Girl, you like a sunset, beautiful, amazing. Annie, are you okay, baby? Never had a rock star treat you like a lady. Annie, are you okay, baby? Smooth criminal like Mike, so wavy. Annie, are you okay, baby? Never had a rock star treat you like a lady. Treat you like a lady. Treat you like a lady. Treat you like a lady.
Never had a rock star treat you like a lady. That's a cool bar. Black Star said, you have better playlist or you're dead to me. That's funny, man. Big shouts out to everybody sharing a song. That was Annie's Lullaby by Evitt Moore. Appreciate you for sharing that one, man. It was a really nice vibe. I really liked again like never had a rock star treat you like a lady. I like the concept. A sidechain compressor I think will go a long way. And then also personally, this part's personal preference. I would turn down the distortion or whatever is adding that grit, that amp to your voice. I would just turn it down a little bit. I like the sound it's adding, but to me it was just a bit overpowering. And so that would be my 2 cents on that one. But again, I really like the never had a rock star treat you like a lady. That was a cool flip on that. How about you, Charlie? What you think on that one?
Okay, so where do I want to start? I'll start here. That to me is the kind of record that needs a producer in the room, because that record is a good record. That record is lacking a little bit of detail from the production arrangement. I think that if the production was more dynamic and went with the story of the song, you would and maybe if you cleaned up some real small vocal delivery things, maybe even had some like background vocal work, some ad-lib work. Like if you had the ability to go back and do that song over, I would. I really like that song. I think that song can be better than how it sounds when I listen to it. It was really well written. It was wide appeal, easy reference, good catchphrasing. The beat was dope. I like your vocal style. It was very commercial and still interesting way where it wasn't like distilled and just generic. If I was on your team, I would say that's a good demo. Let's put money behind making that sound like a finished record to people who not just fuck with us and not just people who agree with that they like us, but that's the kind of record where someone could go from I don't know you, I don't fuck with you to I fuck with that if you took the care and put it into it. I hope that that's not I hope that that is valuable because
I think
I
that's
really
fair.
like the record and I wouldn't say that if I didn't think it was worth that, you know? So um, I like that. I like that record.
No, 100%. I think that's totally fair. And Evan, real quick, just to double back on what I said earlier, I did like, again, the rock star, right? Never had the fact that it was kind of alluding to a rock star vibe and had that heavy grit on the vocal, that heavy amp. I did like that, but I don't know if like it was a cool motif, you know what I'm saying? But I think just even a little bit turned down, you'll still get that same idea.
And bro, that's a better song than people are gonna tell you if they don't know music. Like just, I'm gonna talk to you real quick. I'm gonna talk like we really talking. Get someone in the room that understands music better than you. Get someone in the room that understands production better than you. Because that's everybody should take this advice. When you get good at something, you need to know that you need people who are perfect at something. Like when I'm making music, or my mentors are always like, look, if you don't know something, hire someone who knows the details. Hire someone that knows the details that you don't know. Because the devil is in the details. If you want to go from good to being great, the only way to do that is to pay attention to more details. Get someone who knows how to pay attention and execute those details because you did your job in terms of writing a record that can stick. So I really hope that you maximize that. I don't know how many records you have. You might have 1,000,000 records that go. And I don't want to disrespect you because you can't put money behind everything and you can't, it just cost. And I don't know exactly what your resources are. But I'm rooting for you and I hope that you have the ability to take that song from good to great, maybe even from great to perfect. And I hope that you're patient enough to do that. And I hope that you feel encouraged enough to go through that headache and process.
No, that's very real. Appreciate you for calling that out, Charlie. I think that's fair for artists across the board. And I meant to shout it out earlier. Appreciate you, Ghostly, for the follow. I think it was the last stream y'all helped us cross 3,000 followers, so we really appreciate that. Thank you to each and every one of y'all. And Vexo, so I wanted to follow up with you as well. You asked, hey, why'd I get skipped? That's my bad for pulling you up on the screen. I know that gets us excited. We have this wheel spinner right here where you guys are able to type your artist name in the chat and get added to our wheel spinner. And then, it's free submissions, so everyone can get picked. Everyone has a fair chance. If you want to skip that, you can type ! super skip. Other than that, we just got free submissions now. We're just trying to hear as much music as possible. All right, this is Work, produced by Krager and Sauce. Produced it 6 tonight, 4 times, and Venici, man. Shadow of NATO. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Hey, much love. Appreciate you. I'm Tones and Christian. That's perfect, Devin. Thank you.
Hey, Justice, you mind if I go first on this one?
Yeah, go hit it.
I'm gonna let this beat right out though. I kind of like it.
Nah, I feel that. kind of nice. I'm not gonna use that word. Never mind. You hit it.
So, I think the "Oh My God" is interesting. I think that your cadence had interesting elements, and I mean this with zero disrespect. I'm just observing. It felt like you didn't put a lot of intention into the idea of the record in terms of how you're capturing the point of it. Like it kind of seemed like a very lyrically underwritten, unfocused record. And you're doing some dope things vocally. So there's some dope pockets in that "Oh My God" was really catchy and you sounded good doing it. I think that I would pay more attention and take more care into writing something that feels more cohesive. There, I mean, to me, it felt like f- you didn't care about what you were saying. Um, and I think that you were doing enough interesting things to not just let me not point that out. Because there's a thin line between, hey, if we feel like somebody can't do something, what I mean. Sometimes you gotta love quietly, and you
Big
don't
shouts
want to
out to
hold someone's
Ghostly. Sorry, not to interrupt
expectations.
you. Big shouts out to Ghostly and everyone coming in on the raid. Much love, y'all. We doing music reactions right here. Big shouts out to Charlie from the Couny. He's sharing some thoughts on this song right here, "Work" by NATO, that we just got to hear. We'll let everybody know how to get their songs heard and stuff like that. Just keep an eye on the chat. One of our mod M is gonna put that in there. But sorry to interrupt you, Charlie. Big shouts out to Ghostly.
But
We
you good, my
appreciate you
man.
for raiding. If you got any music you want to share tonight, go ahead and send it in the Discord. We'll just get you pulled up.
So yeah, I would just take more care into your songwriting because you got some cool vocal elements, you got some cool pocket elements, you have some cool flow and delivery elements. To me, it just didn't seem like you were intentional about how you wrote that record. That's my opinion.
Nah, real talk. Big shouts out to NATO. That was or bleep him on Instagram, on social medias, on platforms if you're looking for him. That was Work. And I'm with you, bro. That, oh my god, that's what really stuck out for me on that track. Um, and I agree with you. There's nothing wrong with coming up with a great idea, putting it, just finishing the idea and then coming back and revising it, right? Oh, hey, there's a phrase that, that was cool, but I could go harder than that. I could say this and that would go, twice as hard than if I, what I said. Nothing
And,
wrong
oh,
with that revision.
let me hop in real quick. And also, like, I definitely understand the difference between a rapidy rap song, but then just also like as a songwriter, like if you think about word, like think about club songs, they're not all about writing bars necessarily, but you are writing something that is cohesive thought. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's something that allows that to have a little bit more structure from a contextual standpoint. You know what I mean? I definitely don't mean like you don't got to do bars. Bars for these kind of records are not necessarily important, but context is. Because if you're not giving me bars, you need to keep my attention on something else. So you're gonna get my body, you're gonna get my pocket. But if I feel like while I'm there, I can't follow you, I'm gonna be distracted by the fact that I don't know where you're going with this. Like, even if you just have something that's just like a through line, just like a through line idea. I hope I didn't communicate that you need to go like write bars, because I definitely that's not what I think. I think that just a through line of like this has a concept to something that I could be like, okay, that's what this is about, and not just remember the "Oh my God." Sorry,
I
Justice, I
think
had to get that.
you're all good, bro. I think that's totally fair. And hey, for everybody who just stopped in here, let us know what you guys were doing in Ghostly's stream. I hope you guys were having a great night. Um, this right here is our wheel spinner. Just type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to our free submissions. We're out here reacting to, just music that, everyone in the audience is sending in. You guys made it. You guys sent it in. This next one up, we got Black Star. This is Superhuman or Superman Reborn. Um, yeah, if you guys want to skip the line, you can type !super skip. Other than that, we're just vibing out, having a great time. All right, this is Superman Reborn by Black Star, mixed by Bacon Jam Studios. Let's get it.
It's like this. I'd save the world but couldn't save myself. It was messing with my mental health. Superman found dead in his crib tonight. He'll resurrect once he feels the light shine. Let it shine on me. Let it shine on me. Lord, please bring me out this darkness. Shine on me. Let it shine on me. You're the answer for all my problems. Hope in my heart, but I'm lost in the dark. Only God can save a hero. Don't know where to start. Have a willing heart, but I'm beat down. My pulse is zero. Beat. It's over. I'm in too deep. And then I heard a voice call out to me. I found you, my lost sheep. Dry your eyes, no longer weep. I'll guide you home, stay close. Follow me, I'll guide you home. You're precious. I left everything to find you. And look at you. Here you are. Oh my God, you've gotten hurt. It's amazing. I'll heal your scars. Just expose your soul to the sun. Give it all. And glow. Let it shine again. You gotta rise again. Get back up. Superman. Come on, we need you, man. Come on. Superman. You are reborn. The world shall no longer mourn. Come on. Shine your light, get back in that fight. Come on, we need you. Get back in that fight, man. Shine your light, get back in that fight. Get back in that fight, bro. Don't let the villains rule this world. You can defeat them, just do the work. You feel we trust my words. Yeah. Hold your head and send it up. I bought you priceless. Amen. Made you one of my kids. Amen. I love you so much. I was willing to die and I do it again. Appreciate it 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Okay, okay. In Jesus' name I will pray. Amen. Okay, okay. I'll praise God for all my days. Say it again. Amen. This feels like flying with Holy Spirit. You're providing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This feels like flying with Holy Spirit. You're providing. Thank you, now I can save myself every day. In every way, now I'll save myself in everyone. Yeah, I mean, stay in your love forever. Forever. Your love is better. So much better. Thank you, Jesus, for your sacrifice for me. You're glorious, and I am your Superman. Yes, I am. Oh, thanks again. My Lord, thank you. 'Cause I am reborn. I am reborn. Thank you for loving me when I felt like I couldn't be loved. And Jehovah's God's name above. Amen.
Hey, that was Black.
Just as you.
What's up?
Go ahead. Do the conclusion. I want to go first.
Okay. That was Black Star Superman Reborn. You go first, Charlie. I got some thoughts on this one as well.
Okay, so you understand melody pretty well. You also write from a good style for you to have a Christian message. Now, when you write this style, you have two different options. There's the Tyler the Creator Kanye West option, which is where you take an unpolished voice, you add precision, and you make it interesting. Or you have to commit to pretty. Think Donda, or I don't know how much you listen to Toby Wegway, but he just released the album called Hood Hymns. I really suggest you go listen to that album because this style of music is very mathematical, but it's still dynamic. Like there's a lot of different sections. There's bridge sections. There's usually a main focus hook that you usually don't deviate from. But gospel also usually has such long sequencing that you can play around with it. So I think that if you go back and study the math, like, because songs are math. Songs are math. It's like, okay, you're arranging something to keep someone's attention because it's repetitive, but you're also moving it forward because it has to be dynamic. You're balancing dynamics and familiarity.
And
So,
even just in rap, we call it riding the 16. You know what I'm saying? It's math is
yeah,
music.
and math is music. And it's easier to recognize the math in rap songs than gospel songs because gospel songs, if you listen to like traditional gospel, the arrangements can be very like, well, why did you make that decision? There's a 12 bar run of background vocals. You know what I'm saying? Um of just like ad libs. But figure out if you want to have somebody else sing that, or figure out if you want the direction of that style of record to be your raw voice. Because you'd have to use like a I can't really sing, but I can sing voice, like a Tyler or a Kanye. Or even Toby Wegway, he does it too. He does it well too. Which really heavily relies on one, your ability to be vocally accurate, or two, having a mixing engineer or a vocal producer who can get you through that process. Or you got to find somebody who can sing what you write. Because I think that once you get the vocals right for this style of record, I like what you're saying. I like your melody writing. I like your beat selection choice. Um, but you got to make that decision. Are you going to go raw, natural, emotional, or are you going to go pretty? And either way, I would put some like female background vocals on this record. Like you're gonna need, I mean, unless you consider yourself to be a record like producer, like a song producer, I would also have someone in the room who can help you think through some of these decisions and base it off what you have the ability to execute. Because this is a hard song to execute to the point of getting it to a final version. And I feel like it was a little bit run on sentency for this to be the type of song it is. You know what I mean? If you're a rapper, you know what I mean? You could like rap a whole song with a lot of dynamics, with a lot of ideas, and you don't necessarily need to arrange it if you're selling me just this is a long rap. But I don't think that that style of music that you're doing benefits from that. It needs to be rooted and leaning on a hook because you write such good melodies that you should really be structuring your records, in my opinion, in a little bit more of a mathematically sound way. You had a lot of good ideas. I liked your melodies. I liked your words. I would go back and fix those things. Um, I would look at this like this needs a lot of work, but it deserves work. It doesn't deserve this needs so much work, throw it away. It deserves like, okay, there's something here, but I'm gonna have to work to get there. Sorry for the long-windedness, but I genuinely had something to say, and I wanted to convey that to you because I see what you're doing. I just think you need someone around you or the studying within you to be able to get from where you are to, oh, to someone who doesn't think like that to be able to see it. Because I think sometimes you made this song in a way where someone would have to simulate what you were trying to accomplish because you didn't fully accomplish it. You just showed a lot of glimpses of it. In my opinion, I'll let you go, Justice.
Yeah, so my biggest thing on this one is a vocal coach. If you're gonna sing, like you said, coming from a rapper, don't be afraid to hire a coach to help you get there, right? If you ever play sports growing up, maybe you were great at basketball and then you want to play football. You're gonna have a coach who teaches you how to carry the ball, right? You might be able to dribble the ball great in basketball, but it's a different skill in football. Same thing here in singing, right? Uh, delivering a strong rap vocal is still a vocal, right? It's still the vocal instrument, but it's some different muscles involved than delivering some of those different singing muscles, those falsettos, different stuff like that. Um, like you said, nothing wrong with being a songwriter, hiring another recording artist to perform the song. But I could also see working with a vocal coach, or most importantly, get your producer to download this uh plugin right here. No sponsorship, no affiliation whatsoever. This is called Vocaline. Um, Vocaline Pro. It's gonna make it so that all those different vocals that had different timings and came in at different moments are gonna be lined up. It's gonna sound a lot better, and then also melodyne for your vocals. If you don't want to work with a vocal coach, make sure that someone's manually tuning your vocals. And so those are my two biggest ones: get vocal line and melodyne. Make sure that your timing's on point and your pitch is on point as well. All right.
And don't stop from your messaging, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta do it. Just give me 2 minutes, man. Maybe less, but man, there's not a lot of people who are coming into this chat and bringing music that is actually emotionally and psychologically healthy. And I can fuck with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? One of my favorite rappers raps about selling cocaine and killing niggas. You know what I'm saying? But man, don't stop bringing music that fucking matters to the human experience on like a positive. There's actually a moral compass. There's actually a positive way you can live your life. And we're not all just bullshit and cosplaying as like egomaniacs that want to be cool. Don't stop doing that shit because that fucking shit matters. Period.
Real talk. If you guys want to get added to our random wheel submissions, free submissions, type your artist name in the chat. We got our next few songs pulled up. This is QC4L Talk. A little more. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Trying to build on me, but I know you would hate what I did. I been had my lies and I let up the split. Baby, just one time, give me one more kiss. Can't even trust, but you still with me. So ain't nobody taking my bitch. Big in the hole, but it's feeling and killing me. Everything that I did, wish I did it. I me more. She singing, I need some more. Singing, I need some more. Fuck my love. Dread love, I'm so fucked up. We could go once, go twice, you still my love. Fill my heart, pill my tongue. I won't stop, kill that bond. Fill her cup, fill my lungs. I need more.
Hey, Blackstar, remind me, I got one more thing to say about your track. Remind me about the layering. This song reminded me, someone said on this song too, so.
I need more. I just need a little bit to satisfy. Wanna satisfy. Like I let it please you, I'ma try it till I get it right. I ain't had me no better times than the times I was holding you tight. Innocent girl, she a hoe on the side. That is her arms never hold you right. You let it come time, baby, so do I. Me more. She singing, I need some more.
Big shouts out QC4L Talk, a little more. I was rocking with the Latin sample on that one, the guitar as well. Couple of small things from me. So first of all, I liked your voice. It sounds like you got a great voice, but it was distorting. It was clipping. If you lower the gain on both the beat and your vocal, ad libs, whatever sounds you guys got in there. You bring everything down together. You're gonna clear up some headroom, which just means we're gonna be able to hear your full vocal when you export it, and it's not gonna have that fuzz, that static on the top of it. And then other piece of that, so side chain compressor is also gonna really help have your vocal stick out in front. And then I would just encourage you to use a multi-band compressor or an EQ to emphasize the body on your vocal. That's gonna be probably through the, I don't know. I'd have to hear your vote. I'd have to hear it back to give you a good range, but I would look at like the low mids to emphasize the body on that vocal. But I appreciate you for sharing that one. And then Black Star, what I was just gonna double back on your song about, same thing. I loved how many layers you had, the stacks you had, but they were just too loud, so it was getting distorted, it was getting clipped. If you drop all of the volumes down, including the beat most likely, it'll give you a much cleaner blend, a much more natural sound. So just wanted to throw that out there as well.
Justice, would you mind reminding me the name of the artist of the record we just played?
QC4L Talk.
Okay, so that's the name. I didn't want to misspeak. Okay, so QC. I think that it's very interesting to go in a mariachi direction and some like genre fusion. And I think that there's an idea there that would work. And I think that there's value in fishing, polishing, and searching for the final version of that idea. Me personally, and I say this just all due respect, I don't think that song as is it. For me, if I was on your team, I'd be like, yo, I like your idea. Throw that record away and redo it using the elements of the things that you liked. You know, like sometimes when I write a song, I might be like, oh, I like that hook. But the rest of the song isn't good enough for me to use. Or like, man, I like that melody, or I like that phrase. Where you're like dissecting things you make. The chicken meat and throw away the bones. I think that there's a bit too many bones in that song, but I do think that the idea is worth revisiting and polishing. And I do think that if you go back through and you find that the segments or sections or phrasing or any particular things that you gravitated to that made you like that record, and I would start from scratch, maybe with the same beat, and just rework that record. I think that for me, that would be the best way to start. It just didn't stick the landing for me. But I do think the idea of making that style of music is interesting. And I do think that because you had the audacity to try that, that you have the audacity to get to a point that you're proud of, that other people connect with regarding that style.
That was QC4L Talk a little more. This next one, this is Lysergics. You let me know how to say that one in the chat. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. But Lysergics remix, Britney Spears, Hold It Against Me. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Lysergics. Rockin' with it. Yeah, bro, that drop goes crazy.
Yeah, I co-sign that.
For everything, I would say like from this part on, where that panned like drop goes in, man, I'm rocking with it. The whole thing was cool, but that third trimester, whatever you want to call it, that song, that was my favorite, man. Britney Spears, Hold It Against Me, Lysergics remix. I really liked the, I'll just say the dynamics of the song again, especially on that third half, where I could feel you playing with the pan, you know what I'm saying? You were using higher sounding frequencies, you were using some lower sounding frequencies. There was vocals in the background, bass kicking really heavy in your face. It felt full. It felt like you're using all the space on the track. So, yeah, that last drop especially, I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, I co-sign everything he just said. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he literally bullet pointed everything I would have said. I enjoyed the record, but man, that last leg was worth the run back. Like if I was gonna play that record back immediately, I would go to that mark where the song starts. And like I said, that's not my favorite genre of music, but even as an outsider, when that section started, it was just so captivating.
No, I agree with that completely. Big shouts out to Lysurgics. That was Britney Spears. Appreciate you sharing that one. Gonna double check real quick. Looks like we got some spins going. DK Shoddy, do us a favor, drop a chat and resubmit. La Rico, Michael J, and DK Shoddy. You guys let us know if you're here. I see DK Shoddy right here. Let's go. Okay, let's get right into it. Name of Love. Oof. Quick minute and 7 song, quick in and out. DK Shoddy, Name of Love. Just real quick, I was rocking with that one, but with that vocal sample in the beat, it felt like it was taking up a lot of the space that could have been given to your vocal. And so a sidechain compressor would just help you prioritize your vocal over that, sound in the beat, that sample in the beat. But for me, and I think that would help me hear more of what you got to say. So for me, that would be like the number one thing is just throw a sidechain compressor on there so we can hear your vocal a little bit more. But yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing that one. It was cool video too. Like I like how you shot a full music video for a minute and 7. I feel like not everyone's doing that, and so, but that's a direction I like moving in. That's the direction I like the industry moving in, where it's like, hey, if we're gonna be attaching visuals and full projects to a minute and 7 song, I like it because attention spans are decreasing overall. So I don't know, I like it. No right or wrong way to approach it, but how about you, Charlie? What do you think on that
Um,
one?
to me, it sounds like you're still working through just developing as a musician. I'm not sure how long you've been doing it, but it sounds like you have some of the fundamentals down, but it just sounds like you're still growing. And what I like is that this is the type of shit where you just keep doing that and you're gonna keep getting better. I was watching this video and the video is so simple, and I'm just like, man, I never got great at delivering my music videos. And I wish that I started at a time where I was just like still in I don't give a fuck mode. I'm just doing this so much that I don't mind how much polishing it needs. It just needs to get done. And I'm compounding that growth. I think that you have the formula of, hey, keep making music, keep putting shit together, and keep paying attention to how you feel about it and comparing it to what you find inspiring. Because that's the formula of fearlessness of like, I'm gonna work my way and play my way into what I want to make. I envy that, and I hope you just keep working towards that.
No, real talk. I see it's all fun and games when you ain't got to do the push-ups too, JMCL. He banned the word sidechain compressor, so that's gonna be the last time I say it. Hopefully. If not, I got to do 10 push-ups.
You banned the word
Yeah,
compression.
we got a thing in the chat where, hey, if you got a certain amount of channel points, you could ban a certain phrase or a certain word, and if we end up slipping, we end up saying it, we got to do 10 push-ups. So
You about to get swole this stream.
oh yeah, man, Black Star got me the other night. They ganged up on me, man. They did like 3 or 4 words, and I was tripping up over my words, and I was still doing push-ups.
That's funny. I don't say those words ever, so I'll be fine.
That's funny, man. All right, this next one right here, this is Michael J. Have You featuring Lee Autumn, the mixed demo. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Rico said, "Oh, you're cooked." So real.
Girl, even though I'm home, this bed don't feel the same. It's hard to sleep alone. So it feels like I'm still yours.
It's very kind of you, Black Star.
Let me begin, but it's how you keep us young. It's times like this where I fight for shit that I can't get back. And now you're with someone who keeps bending to me. Conditions that we had. It's times like this where I might just get a little emotional. I would say forgive and forget, but I don't wanna lose the good times. I gotta have you.
Yo, I've heard that sample on a different track. That's
I
wow.
gotta have you. Can't wait no more. I just take matters into my own hands. 'Cause I don't think you understand. There's nothing I can hate you for. I gotta have you.
Make those O's super full. Like, have that be the dump,
Like the killer hook.
yeah. Like, to have that be like a gospel bridge, you know what I'm saying? Where it's full.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you need, tell me who to be, tell me who to be, tell me who you need. Baby girl, I can feel your fantasy. I don't wanna be the one who's always right, but I can tell you now I will hold you tight. I'll be the one who sets you free. At times like this I go insane. It's times like this what's on my brain. Ooh, I feel like I gotta have you. It's times like this I know what's right. At times I just can't sleep at night. You and I are meant to be. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. Can't wait no more. I just take matters into my own hands. 'Cause I don't think you understand. There's nothing I can hate you for. I gotta have you.
There's an unreleased track right now, Evan Moore. Shout out Michael J. And Lee Autumn. Step back into reality. Hope you're living happily. Know there's only slim chances that you get back with me. I cannot have you. I was about to say I like the outro with the wind, but then what was that noise at the end? Oh,
Oh, that was my tablet.
okay.
That started.
Oh, good. I thought that was part of the part of the beat. I was like, was that like a robot at the end? But no. Michael J. Have You featuring Lee Autumn. Yeah, I thought that one sounded there was a lot of really good like warm feeling and stuff like that. Gotta Have You. My biggest thing is just on this post chorus. I would just love for that bridge just to be full, you know, almost as big, maybe even bigger than that, you know, that main melody and the beat. That whole melody kind of comes to that crescendo, right? That big moment, and so just letting your vocals follow through with that as well. Um, I get you guys kind of have it in the background right now, so I feel like you're going for a different aesthetic on that, but that would just be my personal preference. Um, and then uh, I really like this part right here. Um, just being super picky there on this fantasy word and maybe a couple other words. It felt like the auto tune slid off a little bit, so either use Melodyne or um, some type of manual tuning to go back and just lock that in, or you could always just re-record it if that's what you find easier. But I would just encourage you to have that that pitch stay locked to the key the whole time through. How about you, Charlie? What anything stick out to you?
So the "I Gotta Have You" melody was strong. I think that you sounds like you're still mastering your voice. I think that there's certain elements or certain parts of the record where it benefits for some good background or harmony work. I think that the OOOs definitely can be reworked into being a stronger part of the record. I just think they were a little bit more subtle. I think they should be a little bit more out front, have a little bit more dynamics to them. I also think that from a songwriting standpoint, now don't take offense to this. I think that you can benefit from working on your emotional building of phrases. I think that you said a lot of things that had elements of cute, you know what I mean? But like if you listen to like a Taylor Swift or you listen to like Olivia Rodrigo, there's elements of just storytelling that hits because it's not metaphorical necessarily. It's just on the nose, emotionally indicative reality. And I think that you would benefit from adding those s- elements of writing into your record. It would just make the record have more stakes. You know what I mean? Like "I Gotta Have You" is dope, but giving me like tangible, thought out, explained internal or external imagery that's a little bit more either poetic or phrase based or just relatably based, would make the record have a little bit more emotional teeth to it. If I was you, I'd actually go back and rewrite the song, like not fully, but I'd play with the phrase here, I'd play with the phrase there. I'd strengthen up some imagery, I'd strengthen up some emotional world building, I'd strengthen up some emotional tension. Because I like the record. And I think that with those elements, maybe a little bit tighter arrangement vocally, the vocal arrangement, I like the record. I just think that you can improve in those areas.
Appreciate you for sharing. Let's go ahead and get into these next couple tracks. Oh, thank you. I did miss that one. So Larico, we can't take MP3 files or WAV files tonight. Go ahead and resend that on a SoundCloud link. We'll save your spot and get you pulled up at that point. Normally we can do the the MP3s and the WAV, so I understand that for whatever reason the shared audio doesn't go over through to Charlie though. We got another screen. All right, we can see who we got. We got Raka Prout. Man, let me know how to say your name right. We got Buddy Budsky, Maze. Everybody drop a chat if that's you and resubmit. Buddy Budsky, good to see you. All right, this is Buddy Budsky, Darkness. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Ski. Whew. That chorus sound is so lively, so full. I saw people putting, weekend vibes. That was the one that stuck out most to me. So I really like the structure of the song, right? The choruses, the verse, chorus, I love that structure. That worked really well in the 2010s. And I even liked how that it was dynamically changing between the choruses and the verse, right? Like if it was all the same thing, it would get a little bit boring. But I felt like there was a little bit too much of a change up, especially sonically, in the verse, from the verses to the chorus. The chorus sounded polished, the chorus sounded final, versus the verses sounded it was like, hey, I'm gonna record this and show the other people on the song what I'm gonna do, right? It sounded like there was a lot of static and fuzz and air to be brought out of the vocals so that they could really sit and be up front and center like rap vocals on an R&B track like this would traditionally sound. um to me, again, an EQ and a multi-band compressor are going to be your best friends on this one, because you could really remove some of that excess air out of your vocal, some of that excess noise, and let those beautiful frequencies really shine through. um so that would be my biggest recommendation on those verses, is get the mixes cleaned up. But again, that chorus stood out. That was super strong. And the second and third one specifically, if you just remove some of the air out of the vocal and let that body uh sit a little bit stronger, I think you might have to take some of the compression off as well. I'd have to see the vocal chain, but I think that's just gonna allow that vocal to have a lot more liveliness. That was Buddy Buzzkey. What'd you think about that one, Charlie?
I think you got to do push-ups. You said compressor. But
Oh,
so
time out. I'm gonna explain the rules. This don't count. Sidechain compressor. That's the
okay,
specific. He went specific with it, but I like it.
okay,
I like
okay.
it. I like it keeping me honest.
All right. So, um, I think that the difference between the the polish of the hook made the verses flaws sit further out noticeable.
I think
I
that's very
think
fair.
that when it comes I think that when it comes to those verses, there's a level of pacing that whoever the rapper was would benefit from understanding. When you're making a commercial record like that, or like a genre in that direction where you're fusing like pop, R&B pop, with hip hop, you really have to, like, every 4 to 8 bars change your cadence, have a momentum to it, and then there needs to be tension so that the final last 8 to 4 bars has like a conclusive sequence to it. And I think that the both of the verses kind of didn't have those, and because the hook was so, this is science, this is how pop is supposed, because pop is like the most generic version of music.
Very
No offense to
formulaic.
anyone who makes
Pop,
it's like
Pop and
on
House are
purpose.
very formulaic.
It doesn't have a, it's supposed to be on the nose on purpose. That's why it's pop, because it's supposed to be the least debatable style of music to the average ear, right? And I think that you have to, as a rapper, know how to play that game to make a song like this, or you're gonna sound out of place. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the rappers learning how to sequence a cadence in that genre of music would benefit, as well as polishing up a little bit of vocal delivery, as well as I'll limit it to that, because I think that those are the starting points.
No, I think that's fair. And like you said, you can make an adjustment or two and bring things back, and it's like, okay, hey, that doesn't mean that you're done, right? But that's a great starting point. Let's do that and then move on to the next step. So I think that's beyond fair. But all right, this next one right here, this is gonna be. Oh wait, hold up, we don't have it queued yet. Oh, thank you, Larico. I saw you went and posted that. And then we also got Antoine. Man, that's good. I'm glad to see you in here, man. I was just showing Charlie Go before the stream started. All right, let's see. Larico and then Antoine. All right, Antoine. This is I'm So Lost, Larico. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
And I don't know where to go anymore. I'm so lost, 'cause everybody's moving is going on? My heart's cold as ice and nobody can die it. I still say that when nobody was around. And I did my best to listen to your problems, but you're not to me anymore. I hope you know I'm not gonna open up any more of my doors. Never again.
Rico, take note. People need the volume turned up on this one.
I don't like when we text, 'cause it reminds me where we could have been, and I don't know where to go anymore. I'm so lost, 'cause everybody's moving different now. I don't know who to trust. Would have done anything for her, okay. Yeah, let me someone takes a leap of faith, and I fell too hard, and the concrete still leaves scars. And I doubt another girl would change my heart. My friends told me it was doomed from the start. Haha, should've listened. And it didn't work after all. They called it. I just wanted to believe. Why was I so naive? I'm just another worthless teen. The earth wouldn't care if I leave.
I'm so lost, Lil Rico. Appreciate you for sharing that one. Number one, right off the bat, we had to crank that just about over 5 dBs just so people were able to hear that. If it comes out on Spotify, SoundCloud, stuff like that, people add that to their playlist, and it goes from I can hear it, very, everything's perfect, and then your song comes on, I have to crank my volume all the way up, or maybe I was already listening to it, pretty close to loud, so now there's a big volume drop off between, the last song and your song. That's gonna be a very, very jarring to the listening experience, and it's gonna make it harder for people to add this to their playlists. So biggest thing for me, but like number one is make sure you get it up to commercial loudness standards, because that's gonna be really tough for people to add that to their playlists. Number two, your vocal again to me sounded very tucked behind the beat. I could see maybe you were trying to avoid clipping, but I would make sure you still don't have it tucked too far behind it where it loses the center focus of the track. I know that there's specific audiences out there for that like music like this, and so I don't want to touch too heavily on the mix and like the specific sonics of it until I'm able to hear it more. And again, just cranking that, using a soft clipper would be able to really help with the volume on that. Because yeah, I know there's audiences out there that like that type of vibe, but to me there was things that I would adjust, things I would fix on it, but I don't feel like if I could speak confidently enough on it until I'm able to hear it a bit louder. How do you feel on that one, Charlie?
First off, shout out to the fact that shit says 11 minutes ago. We got, shout outs to the fresh
Dedication,
upload,
real talk.
I think there's a big execution gap between the hook and the verses. I really, really, really like that hook line and your vocal delivery of it, where it's very melancholic. It's like just the gap between the enjoyability of that and the verses was wide for me. I would keep that fucking hook because it's fire, and I would polish how you want to emotionally convey the idea of the hook and verses, and I would be mindful of the emotion of the song and to find a cadence or a melody from a verse structure that doesn't attack, doesn't go in an opposite direction of that emotion. Because this is the kind of song where I'm about to smoke and miss a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And be like, damn, like that text line was it was vivid. It was it was the kind of line where it's like not everyone can find a line that just, that's real. That's literally just almost on the nose in a slightly poetic way how I feel. And I think you can build off around that. I just think that the verses didn't upkeep how exciting that line and hook was to me personally.
No, that's totally fair. Big shouts out to Lil Rico. Oh, sorry about that. I had the wrong song. That was I'm So Lost by Lil Rico. Appreciate you for sharing that one. And like you said, putting in the work to get it up on SoundCloud so we can listen to it. Always gonna respect that. All right, this next one right here. This is Antoine. I hope I'm saying that right, fam. This is Antoine. This is Okay with Fumiko. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
J'invite tout ça parmi les requins. J'ai un DJ dans celui du coup qui me retient. J'ai les cheveux bleus, focus right. Manger des petits gags, le focus right. Mon cœur est en diamant, je resterai un gamin. Je colle le pouce de la paix.
Into the hyperpop edit. I was not ready for that. Yeah, that's it. All genres are good. Bro, what? I know she missed AK. That's yo, listen, what? I was not at all expecting this. That first 30 seconds, 45 seconds had me for show. Nah, all right, that was some valid hyperpop right there. I just wasn't ready for it. That came out of left field to me. Man, Okay with Fumiko by Antoine. Appreciate you for sharing that one. That one caught me off guard for sure. Yeah, because I had a whole different vision in my head before. Like, I don't even know what to say, man. You got me speechless on that one.
I got something to say.
Go for it. Hold up. Do you know the genre of hyperpop? Are you familiar? And it's okay. It's okay if not. It's okay if not.
I'm familiar, not versed.
That's fair. Not fluent. That's because to me, I would have a completely different opinion if hyperpop didn't exist as a genre. You feel me? Because it's taking off. It's getting traction, but that's not to say I just want to throw that out there because yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what you have to say on this one.
To me, it just had a confusing, unsettling momentum. It went in multiple directions that didn't seem to have a through line. Like the intro was mad jazzy, and then it went very, I guess, hyper poppy. And then it kind of calmed down, but it didn't settle into hyper pop or settle into jazzy after that. And I don't necessarily, in a weird way, I don't even remember your vocal performance because of what word do I want to use?
How it gets turned into an instrument?
It was almost unhinged. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there weren't enjoyable elements to it, but you know how like after you listen to a song, you're left with something? I was left with, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I didn't like elements. it's just the unsettling of like I don't understand what just happened. Not because I don't mathematically understand or genre wise completely understand hyperpop. It just was for me. It was like I was just confused by the all the ingredients inside on top of the pizza. You know what I mean? It was like it
That's
felt like there was
that.
ice cream on the pizza. I was just like, did you just put ice cream on the pizza? And I like ice cream and I like pizza. And for a second, I like the saltiness of pizza and the sweetness of ice cream. And then I didn't. And then I was confused about what I ate. But there's moments of me liking those things individually and a small moment of me liking the fusion. But in hindsight, I was like, what did I just eat?
Oh,
That's
and
my
don't tell me you don't
yeah.
like pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. That's my that
Pineapple on pizza is fire.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say that's the thing that always has people coming for me, bro. I'll stand and defend that. Okay, you love it. Okay, good. Yes, you guys are my people. I knew I fucked with y'all. I knew I fucked with y'all. That's the thing that will have people coming for me, and I'm a defend it to the end. I'm a die on that hill. But nah, Charlie, I think that's fair. That's the reaction I feel like a lot of newer people to hyperpop have, where they're just like, what the fuck, like. And again, like I said, that especially with that lead up, because that lead up, it really has you. To me, that's like a great plot twist in a movie. It really has you like all in going this way, and then it just hits you over the side of the head going the other way. And again, for hyperpop, for that crowd, for that audience, I know they love that. I know they rally behind that type of stuff. Wait,
Girls,
you you're cutting out, Charlie. What'd you say? Sorry, you
I
cut out
said
for a
it was
second. I
like
got you
the
again.
jarringness of like okay.
All good.
Temporary turn this off. Let me see.
Is that on the Twitch side?
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's on the Twitch side. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
It felt like a girl kissing my neck, being kind to me, just for her to like slap the shit out of me, like immediately afterwards, and not like after she noticed something, like with nothing, with no new variables. You know what I mean? So for me, it was just I liked kissing, and slapping can be funny. I was just confused about the interaction.
It's like, whoa,
You know what I mean?
really, really caught you
And it,
off
and it
guard.
and it might just be that I'm just not into that kink, and maybe other
That's
people are
fair.
into that kink, and I'm not the one to speak on it, but I am speaking on it, and that is how I feel.
I think that's very fair. No, and hyperpop specific. I mean, there's a lot of genres out there, right? But hyperpop is so cultish, whereas hey, if you fuck with it, it's like you're diehard behind it. Like I've seen some like just diehard hyperpop fans for their for their artists. Even when they have 3,000 fans, or they're not super relatively big. But then like you said, is they'll share their music to somebody who's outside of the hyperpop sphere, and they're just like, what the fuck is this, because it's such a different approach to music. It's such it like embodies chaos. That's the way I think about it. It's the most chaotic genre I know of.
It definitely sounded unhinged, but question. So you're telling me that in hyperpop, it's very common to be like bipolar with your instrumentation and approach. It's not just the chaotic element is there, but it's common for the chaotic element to be surrounded or be followed by like smoother, less chaotic elements, and that's kind of the arrangement of that style of music.
That's kind of the arrangement. Is I feel like, again, it's like it's almost constant jump scares is the
So
kind
it's
of the way I
going
think
for
about it. Yeah.
so jarring is an element of it. It's a
Jarring is
valued element.
it's valued. Exactly. It's sought after. and,
Okay.
and you don't want to be
Okay.
overly jarring, right? You don't want to be. Yeah, it's really weird. It's hard to describe the. I call it organized chaos, where it's the most chaotic thing I know of. But if there's, like you said, if you can follow a thread through the song, I feel like people just love it. Even if you got to go all over with the thread, right? It's not going to be a straight thread. But if you can follow that, that's when that audience really rallies behind it.
Heard. Well, forgive my naivete and lack of accommodation with your style of music. And please don't let me be discouraging because I apparently am not qualified to speak on it. Anything beyond my reaction to it. And
I mean, we all just sharing
you,
thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So you just sharing thoughts
yeah,
from
I,
outside of the audience who's used to it. I think that's still a very valuable perspective.
yeah, I feel you. I just, you know what I mean? If somebody was talking about basketball and I'm like, well, you're not dribbling right, and I'm because I play soccer, I mean, I didn't say anything relevant to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just talk. I can say how I feel, but this is people's art, and I just don't want to be discouraging if I'm offering an uneducated opinion. So I just wanted the disclaimer, like, fuck what I said. You know what I mean? If in regards to that, you know, thank you for putting me on to something new, because I haven't listened to enough hyperpop or even had conversations like this. So I will say thank you for putting me on to something new.
No, facts. I love that. And that's one of my favorite things about these streams is, like you said, it's not every single song is my favorite song I've ever heard, but I get put onto so many new ideas and concepts, and it's like, wait a second. There's a whole group of y'all out there who'd listen to this. Hold on, let me give it a chance. Let me go see what's popping in there. Like you said, give it a second chance. So I think there's a lot of like humility and wisdom in that. Just being able to, hey, thank you for putting me onto something new. And again, I don't think it invalidates your perspective or anything like that, but I do think that's a very helpful disclaimer where it's like, hey, I might not know the space super well, but here's what I'm hearing. Here's what it seems like to me. Take it or leave it. What, decide whether or not you want to use it. I think that's a super fair disclaimer. But hey, this next one right here, this is Facet, No Breaks, the Facet flip, man. Yo, someone let Iodine know he's missing all kinds of producers tonight. Every time he steps out, the producers show out.
Is this cover art an owl?
That's a good question. I can see that now. I didn't see that initially. Yo, y'all talking about food in the chat. Y'all making me hungry. Talking about chicken parm pizza and bacon ranch pizza. I'm already rocking with the vibe on this one.
I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes. They don't see the work that it takes. They don't see the work that it takes. They don't see the work that it takes. I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes. They don't see the work that it takes. I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes.
Okay, nah, bro, this is going crazy at the show. This is going crazy in the club.
I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes.
Charlie, you seeing this commotion he started in the chat with the ice cream pizza?
I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes. We don't see the work that it takes.
Yo, Facet, I'm rocking with this.
I've been taking my time, it never hit the brakes. They don't see the work.
Yeah, and we gotta give Iodine a hard time. He's missing out tonight. That's so real. I'm telling you, I can already see the Ray visual. Oh man, Facet, No Breaks. Let's see what you got on this third leg. I know, huh? I was like, that would have been a good time to cut it out.
I'm interested.
Yo, AK, bro, that's... I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay. I was gonna say, AK, I was gonna hate, bro, but I was like, I gotta try it first. I said the same thing about pineapple pepperoni pizza. I was like, that sounds disgusting, I'm gonna hate that. And then I tried it, it was delicious.
There's levels. there's levels.
No, that's real. That's real.
Peanut butter. There's levels.
That's the next level for sure. Oh my God, pass it.
I've been taking my time, it never hit the brains.
Yeah, man, you killed that. No breaks, facet flip. I ain't even got no feedback, bro. That's what I wanted to hear out of that one. I was enjoying it. If you ever have a show here in Colorado, you let me know. I'm on there.
I got some feedback.
Yes, sir.
I really liked how the first two legs, maybe I guess you can technically say the whole record, you never went overboard with the amount of sounds you used. Like you kept this level of like slight open space, like almost like a not fully stripped back, but still less is more. And I think it really worked with the record. I do think that the third leg came at a point where you did such a good job in the first two legs that it was like it had conclusive energy. And because it had conclusive energy, and then you went somewhere that you didn't go that was slightly more debatable than the first two legs, I think that some people will just have different opinions around that leg. You know, I think that you got to make what you want to make, and you sold people on the first two legs because it wasn't very debatable to me. It was just kind of like very good. You know what I mean? It was very enjoyable. It was very dynamic. I could see the momentum of a room. That third leg, I feel like you took some chances, and some people will give you some negative feedback. Some people that might be their favorite section, but I do think that the very conclusion of it stuck the landing. And I really enjoyed that record. It was a really fun listening experience. The way it came in was just super engaging. I was literally I was involuntarily smiling.
No, in fact, that's probably the most I've been dancing all night. So you had me moving. It felt, and like you said precise. I like that word you used, clean and precise. This was a great example of that music's math. You know what I'm saying? That things were hitting when they were supposed to hit, and that timing was on, and it just made it super easy to get lost and to move to. And so I want to, just give you that credit. And I agree with you, Charlie, man. I really thought it was gonna be ending right here. I'm with you. I'm not mad at the way it came back in. It wasn't my favorite thing ever. I thought there were some really cool elements to it, but it's not like I would have lost sleep if I didn't get that part. Yeah, man. I could totally, like you said, I think you described it really well, so I'm not just gonna keep, doubling down into that. But big shouts out to No Breaks, the facet flip. Man, I hope we get to hear more. This was great, bro. I hope you come back and share these. We do these every Wednesday and Friday. You're welcome anytime.
And question, what is the cover art? Was the cover art an owl?
I think
I saw an owl.
I think he said it was an owl and that is his logo. But correct me if I'm wrong, Facet.
So if it's a logo, if it's your logo and it's not an owl, describe it to me so I can look at it differently. It's just a very interesting, like I almost see like a torch. I see an owl. I see like a spaceship turned sideways, but the top to me looks like somewhat like hair. Is it like, what's the theme of what you do? Oh, it's an F.
It's the F.
It's an F. It's an F and is that a helmet?
Owl. I think it's an owl too.
It's an F and an owl?
He said, no, it's an owl. Yeah, it's an F and an owl.
It's an F and an owl? That's fly. Whoever designed that did a good job. If you designed it, you did a good job.
Man, big shouts out to Facet. Yeah, you got some cool, I'm rocking with it, man. You got some cool visuals. Oh, I can't wait to see your visuals flashing on the screen as you... Big shouts out to Facet, man. All right,
I can see the owl and like,
with
like
the
wings.
That'd be ill. That'd be so ill. Oh, it could say Facet and they could kind of like zoom in on the F and oh man, that'd be sick. It's SO Tragic. This is our next one right here. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
I like this cover art.
A drone show? Yo. Again, if you ever do those things, man, let me know.
We can go hold for hold. Me and my team on go. Yeah, baby, get low. I can tell you ain't got no backbone. She do what I say cause I said so. This beat gets me up like SO. Up in her DMs like XOXO. She repeat me like Echo. You ain't got no money to flex, bro. My drink purple like Donatello. Touching a hole like hello. Hoping these things got me feeling romantic. mellow. Up in the streets, be careful. I'm drinking vodka rebel. Summer girl ass, now need a handful. Your lifeline eventful. Up in this low, hot mouth like dental. Anyone you got was accidental. Just my shawty, real gentle. Off these persons, swerving a rental. I need to hear this shit look right. If you ain't know shit, shut the fuck up. This shit loves a drug. I'm tryna pour that out. Lean stains on my rug. She wanna go out tonight. Babe, have the time of your life. She's so bad, yeah, I need me a bite. Fuck these shoes, not feel alright. Candy flipping, got me glitching. Do too much, boy, you lost the vision. I was in the trap with the chick in the kitchen. I got bad, so no, I don't miss it. I'll still go and visit. Fuck your recognition. Do you wanna roll with us? Oh yeah, love us when I touch. Touch your chin, what's up? Oh yeah, love bro, wanna get cut. Why you such a chum to fuck? ARP with the drum. No more life you done. Oh yeah.
That's so tragic. Appreciate you for sharing that one. To me, man, it was just so you can already see it in the beat pattern right here. You see how it's super full and how it's almost kind of we call it bricked up. You know what I'm saying? How it's full. Aside from right here where there's no bass, right? So that bass is hitting super heavy. That's a great thing, but it's also taking up a lot of headroom. It's causing a lot of static, a lot of fuzz, and making your vocal sound a little bit like it has to compete with and fight for the space with the beat rather than each of them getting its own space. And so there's a certain band word I can't say. You can see it under the wheel. If you look up that word on that phrase on YouTube, you'll find some great techniques on how to use it. But I really encourage you to, I don't know, is that cheating, y'all? If that's cheating, I'll do the push-ups anyways. That felt like cheating. But yeah, man. So for me, it's like, hey, if you can really isolate some of those elements in the song, so they're not all clashing for the same space, but they can all kind of shine in their own right, I think that's gonna take the song to the next level. You have some cool melodies in there. You have some cool ad-libs, some nice layers. Again, for me, it's really just freeing up that headspace. So that's gonna be the number one step, so that you can hear each of those elements a little bit more clearly. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Tragic.
To me, it just sounds like you're new and you're trying and you're finding yourself and you're being inspired by what inspires you. I think that finding some structure and finding your voice is kind of where you start. And I want to put a period there. And I want to reiterate something. I just feel compelled. Like I said, I don't know. I'm new to a lot of y'all, and I'm excited to share music, but I do want to just that I value. So all my rappers in the chat, like, forgive me, I'm about to do it. For all my rappers in the chat, you don't have, and don't take offense to this, SO. This is not directed at you. But don't feel the need to follow people who just rap about drugs, misogyny, and fake wealth and violence. Like, to me, as someone who gets older, like, I'm not 18. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass nigga, right? So it's just a level of like, there's so much of that content, it doesn't have much value. There's so many people who make that style of music at a higher production value than any of us can afford, that it's hard to cut through. And the older you get, the more your fan base gets older, the more your fan base develops a stronger opinion on not just music but life, the harder it is to like develop a fake facade, develop tropes about things that people don't actually really value. Like, people actually don't value like just throwing dick in bitches' mouths and just kicking them out of house. Like that's not really how life works. And I think that a lot of young people, when they learn how to rap, they don't got shit to talk about. And they're just mimicking the dumb shit that niggas that got juice is saying. And I just encourage y'all to don't learn how to rap like that. Like, don't learn how to rap by mimicking people who don't know how to rap. Like, don't learn how to songwrite from people who don't know how to songwrite. Now, I'm all for following production styles and arrangement styles, like be inspired by people's music. But like, just know that niggas just be saying stupid shit. And even though people like it, they're still saying stupid shit. And they're not gonna like it for that long. And there's a lot of case studies for it. So like if you're trying to make a career out of music, don't let that really be your starting point, because that's not gonna be long term where the industry is, because niggas is going to jail, because niggas is getting arrested for raping people. You know what I'm saying? In real life. So that's my spiel.
No, that's facts. And like you said, even if you do connect with some people as they mature, as they grow, as other things become important to them in life, you're most likely going to lose that bond in that relationship with them, where it's like, man, I still like you, but I can't connect with you anymore. I can't relate with you anymore. Versus you speak on some more real life shit that can resonate through the ages. That can stay timeless. That's that timeless music they talk about, is things that people could relate to 50 years ago and people could still relate to today.
And your life matters, yo. You don't gotta be a fictional character to make music. Like, you don't gotta be an exaggerated caricature of a badass human being to be dope and make exciting music. Like your life fucking matters. Your perspective, your existence, your experiences can be repurposed into beautiful art or raging art or exciting art or violent art, even if you want to. Like, as a songwriter, start with yourself. You know what I mean? You're such a unique, cool ass character if you start with yourself. If you start with somebody else, you're going to fail eventually. You're going to hit a wall of, I don't know how to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I don't want to say that in perpetuity, like Rick Ross exists. People who just take on fake facades. Like, I get it. It's cool sometimes. Like, if you do it really well. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Rick
start
Ross is
with
a
you.
wild story. If y'all don't know the story
It
behind
is.
Rick Ross, check into that.
Just start with you as a songwriter. I'm a songwriter. I'm a human being and I love fucking music. Just start with you. Just start with you. Please, y'all. I'm done.
No, I'm Tones. That cover art is wild. We'll circle back to that. But Jimmy, thank you for speaking up. You're right. We accidentally moved past you. This is Jimmy Trotsky, Standing Tall. Thank you again for speaking up, Jimmy. Evitt, you're lucky, man. I made a mistake. You got back just in time. Much love, Artistic. We appreciate you. Same with you. You love Auntie. Hey, this just come out today?
An hour ago.
Is this out, Jimmy? He said he's trying to make orchestra music. Still not done, though. Beautiful. This is going to be our first orchestral piece.
Did you record those instruments yourself, or is this a sample?
It's a great question. Are you the composer, right? Are you arranging the sounds? Are you the session musician? Are you playing the sounds? Let us know your role in this one. That's perfect, Em. Thank you so much. VSTs, some plugins, nice. Some digital instruments. So what I already say is, so these sections are very, you can hear it from one to the next. Try including an what's the word?
Like a background instrument?
Well, even like a pass-through note, where on the way to the next note, you hit this note and kind of slide through the scale. Because these instruments aren't necessarily one note to the other. It's more of a slide.
Also, if you love this genre of music, like, research the production value, because in reality, might be the most expensive genre of music to make. I was listening to the RZA. He's like, it takes like $20,000 a studio session to make orchestra music. Just be mindful and not to be discouraged. Just know how to get that money.
No, like I said, know what you're getting yourself into. And it sounds like the chord progression and different stuff like that, you got an ear for it.
And you're gonna figure it out because you care. You care because no one else is doing this shit and you're doing it. So I know you care. So you're gonna figure it out. Facts.
I love how you brought it back down to zero right here. Just speaking on those different sections, that those crescendos, right? Those big moments, as well as, I forgot what the flip side's called, but when you bring it down to being real quiet, real slow, a lot of open space, creates very strong dynamics. Hey, Ani, we got one more song lined up after this, and then we're gonna do a random number to pick our final song of the night.
It's actually a very good palate cleanser.
Yeah,
based on some of the music we've been listening to. Like I'm very just like, this is nice to listen to right now.
And to me, I hear a lot of the ideas. It's just not blended in between those, in between each set of chords.
And the fact that you left trap and you like this, so like, man, just do what you love and study it.
Yeah,
do what you love and study it. This is the kind of music that people get paid, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a tour because it's literally a different class of people who listen to it. There's a different class of organizations that have it played. And I like where you're starting at. I like what you did. I like your momentum. I like the instruments you chose. I like the chord progression. And you'll learn how to make it more dynamic. You'll learn how learn music theory. I don't know how much you know about like the mathematics of music, but like learn music theory. Do that. Do it. Go all the way. Fuck it. Go all the way in with your orchestra shit because it's fire and you got an opportunity to do something dope. Don't like half-ass it. That's a complicated genre of music. Don't half-ass that shit. Like learn it all.
Not facts. And don't be afraid. I really like the chord progressions, but I heard some loops in there. One of the things that makes, Bach great or Beethoven great, they have these incredible pieces, these incredible complex pieces that have very little repetition to them. And they'll still have structure, right? They'll have, hooks and choruses and stuff that come in, but as far as going on these riffs, on these sprees that they have is beautiful and it's unique and it's interesting. And that's just the piano. That's just one piece of the instrument. Don't be afraid to, write a different section for, cellos and violins and, organs, and have a nice blend of all these different pieces coming in and leaving together. And then, I would just really encourage you as well to look into like accidentals and like bridge notes that can be used to be really beneficial to create more of a dynamic and a smooth transition from one chord set to another. I really liked it. I think you have a great ear for it. Like you said, it was a great palette cleanser. We don't get a ton of classical music in here, a ton of orchestral music. So I really appreciate you sharing. And I would encourage you to really dramatize those moments, right? Have a reverb tail that pulls to a dramatic end at the end of the track. Reverb can be super powerful for eliciting emotion in this type of music. So don't stray away from the mixing side as well. But Jimmy Trotsky, man, really appreciate you bringing us our first orchestral piece, Standing Tall.
Facts.
And he said that
go back and listen.
I was just gonna say, he said that was only his third try at it, so I'm excited to see. Even try 5 is gonna have improvements, so try 30 is gonna be real impressive.
Facts. Go back and listen to the classics, like the classics, like the most popular music in the world classics, and then also go to listen to shit like Hans Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his name, right? Justus Hans Zimmer. Is it so. Zimmer or Zimmerman?
I think it's Zimmerman.
He's a composer who does like shit like I think he did a Batman trilogy. but like that genre of music is vastly prevalent in movies.
I might have been
Like,
talking about
it's
the fashion brand. It is Hans Zimmer.
that's fun.
Yep, it is Hans Zimmer.
Okay.
I was thinking Zimmerman, the brand.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer. He's you study that. Um, yeah, I won't keep being redundant. Great job. Keep going.
Nah, real talk. I agree with that. Completely artistic. Hans is great. Jimmy said we love movies and soundtracks. Yes, good man, good man. Studying soundtracks, so much good gems in there. But all right, this next one right here. This is Tone's Party Time. After this, we're gonna get. After this, we're gonna pick a final song the same way we picked the first song of the night. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Yo, I'm tuned. Tones, bro. This cover art's insane.
Like that. Hey, hey, like that. Can you do it like that? Shorty see me when I walk in the club. I'ma make it to the phone and I'm turning it up. Turning it on, shawty wanna show me some love. Said she like the way I'm moving, now I'm switching it up. I see her moving in the party, now she shaking her butt. I ain't talking no Zendaya, but she shaking it up.
We do this every Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m.
She fell in love with the style, I ain't making it up. I'm finna slide in, she bring the vibe in. I'm feeling so fly, I
You're all good, though.
we can go Fiji, the other islands. Wanna see you move to this, perfect timing. I know you wanna come and party with me. Hey, I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me. Why am I so silly? Get on over here and party with me. I know you wanna come and party with me.
The cover art's even wilder now.
Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me. All the girls in the club wanna party with me. I got them turned in the club and they feeling the beat. I see she a baddie, so she party for free. I see she a baddie and I know what she need. When I break down, pump it up, now I'm moving unique. I leave a mark on the floor like I'm stepping in clips. I feel like Turbo, yeah, I'm breaking the scene. Spanish girl moving hips, so I said that I know you wanna come and party with me. Hey, I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me.
This chorus plus the cover art is too much.
I know you wanna come and party with me. I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me. Bam, bam, I'm trying to fuck. Ram, ram, just like a truck. Kush jam, it's just like us. Grand slam, I'm getting crunk. Keep it real, like prefer me a slug. I don't even mind if she gotta use a douche. She two-sided like a motherfucking bush. Tell the bitch like soda, we can flush. Ooh, mama said she really hard to tame. The real question is you real hard to crank. I can get you out your clothes like rain. I can get you out your soul like Shane. I'm like, yeah, nigga, here's what it was. Always run a grin like a motherfucking bug. Got the hair, man, I'm not even a judge. Like an engine bait, a party in the hood.
You know what? We're about to get our final song pulled up. We'll let you know how to participate in that.
Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me. I know you wanna come and party with me. Hey, I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me. I know you wanna come and party with me. Hey, I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me. I know you wanna come and party with me. Hey, I know you wanna come and sit with me. Get on over here and party with me. Get on over here and party with me.
Can I go first, Justus?
All you, Charlie.
Okay, let's start positive. 1, that shit's funny. 2, it gives me like real Jack Harlow. 3, the song could have been shorter and I think it will be better for it. 4, if you own that beat, it sounds like you could get placement in like a movie around like a comedy scene or like a club scene. You know what I mean? Like that's
So
the kind
true.
of stuff that they your vocal delivery was really fun. Like your vocal performance was like I wasn't even paying attention to you what you were saying as much as I was like it reminded me of like some early 2000s Rockefeller Nelly shit. You know what I mean? Like that era of music, and I enjoyed it, and I think it was funny. And the cover art is funny as fuck, and I think that you know what I mean. If Jack Harlow, a famous guy, came out and dropped that song, I feel like it would go off. Which means
Especially
you're
with the
doing
high
something.
quality visuals. I agree with you, bro. People would rally behind it. Sorry to cut you off right there, but no, I'm with you.
Oh no, take the baton.
I agree with all of that, bro. like I said, I hear that 2000s. I like that Nelly reference, that Rockefeller reference. Um, I also agree with you. As outlandish as having that title, chorus, and cover art all together is funny. It gives people something to talk about. It shows a aspect of your personality. Um, I'm not gonna go and act like it's my number one. I don't think it's the number one idea out there, right? But it accomplishes the job, right? And um, I think that's the and it's, again, especially if that's true to you, right? If that's something you look at and you're like, yeah, that's funny. I can like I resonate with that. That shows people a side of you that your fans are really gonna like. The people who aren't gonna be your fans anyways might not like that, but your core fan base is gonna see that and be like, oh yeah, that's part of him that makes me like him even more.
And be ready, because some people are gonna be like, "Yo, fuck you," because he's rapey in real life.
Facts.
Like some people are gonna hit you with the "Yo,
Some
that's fun and games." That man rapes people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not funny no more. So be ready for that too.
and not everywhere and everyone is ready for a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like comedians will joke about anything, anywhere, anytime. If you're a comedian, awesome. That's who you are. But like I said, it's also people out there that are gonna get offended at any joke, anywhere, anytime. So just be ready for that. Don't it ain't gotta sway your moves or anything like that. Just acknowledge it and prepare.
But seeing Diddy visually and hearing the song makes the song better. Like it's almost like that cover art. It's like, oh no, you went all the way in. It's like you ever see a movie where like they had make a dick joke, but they actually show a dick. It's like, yo, I didn't necessarily want to see a dick, but the joke's funnier because in you guys might be too young for this. In Step Brothers, he like actually puts his balls on the drum set. And he didn't just say it, but I had to see balls for that joke to work. And there's something that goes with audacity. There's something about audacity that people like. So also, fuck it. But you know what I mean? I like it.
And that's what I'm saying. If it resonates with you, if it's not just like a one off where it's like, oh, I'd never do that again. I'm not mad at you for it. You know what I'm saying? If for you it's like, oh, it doesn't resonate with me, anything. Nah, bro, go. You know what to do. Go step it up to the next level. But I'm with you, bro. The second like seeing Diddy while I'm hearing "Come and Party with Me," get free, come and party with me. It's like it takes it to a new level. It puts it in a different perspective. And so
It makes
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. And he says, I made it in 2 minutes. It was late and I didn't know what to have. Yo, you got struck by inspiration.
For the cover
'Cause
art, for real.
putting your face on a guy with abs next to Diddy standing like that. You could hire somebody for $500 and that's what they give you. And I'd be like, good job.
And so purposefully making it like you didn't try to make it like, oh, this is actually me with him in the pit. Like the Photoshop is obvious and like you said, the audacity I feel like is part of it.
Yo, and his P Diddy's face is one of the most. It's like that's rape allegation caught on camera. It's just like next to you, bro. It's just like it's like that's funny.
And
That's genuinely.
yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. But yeah, man, big shouts out to everybody who stuck with us until the end. We're gonna get our final song pulled up for the night. That's wild on tones. Nah, man, but we do these every Wednesday and Friday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Big shouts out to Charlie from the Couny joining us tonight, being a guest host. Yeah, big shouts out to Charlie. We met him season 1 in this community. We're in season 3 now. A lot has changed, so we appreciate him. When he heard James, what was up with JMCL, he said, no questions asked. Whatever you need, I'm there for you guys. I want to help out. I want to help out this community. So just big shouts out to Charlie. For our final song tonight, we're gonna get a number going. Do you see that number I sent you, Charlie?
Yes, I do. I do.
Awesome. So we got our final number pulled up already. You guys are gonna be able to spam the chat between 0 and 100. Whoever guesses this number first is gonna get the final song of the night. All right, you guys can go ahead and start test.
We're
messaging.
We're looking hard. We're looking hard to make sure we don't miss somebody.
Real talk. We'll pin the first chat we see that comes through with it. It's gonna be on the other side of this whiteboard right here.
I found that it's easier to do it if you. Dang, somebody was one number off.
I seen that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got some music we can play in the background.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear it or not, Charlie, but we got some like Jeopardy style music on.
Well, I can't hear it, but I swear I thought you was about to play some Diddy.
That would have been great.
In my mind, it was just. That's funny. Dang, this is a long time with no one to get it.
Every once in a while, you get that number.
Somebody's gonna have to shit it out. Somebody's gonna have to take a chance.
Especially since like the third guess was like one off or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Oh.
I don't see it yet. Dang, I see another one off.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone was close.
Yo, there's 2 1-offs. There's another one off.
You're going in the wrong direction, person who's doing that. Yo, you're gonna be sick, man.
There's
if
multiple one-offs.
If you don't get the person who I've seen go one off in each direction, if you don't get this, I know you're gonna be sick. Oh my god.
It's the most random number that you could ever choose.
Oh,
I do understand.
I thought hard about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about this over the course of a few songs.
Yo, if someone had to guess this to stay alive, they're dying. This is a hard number.
It's one of the last numbers I'm guessing for sure. Oh.
I see. I got it.
M. Big shouts out to M.
M got it.
I think she just counted up from 0 too. I think that's what happened. I think she counted her way all the way up to 51.
Yo, it's fucked up because it was going on long enough where you really could have done it. Like, that could have been a real strategy.
Man, big shouts out to M. She's going to pick our final song of the night. Woo! You let them know. You get to pick that, M. We appreciate you. If you have anything you want to share, you're of course welcome to. In the meantime, I want to hear a little bit more Charlie tonight. You got to get some Bluetooth going.
How you do this?
Okay, AK, drop a chat. I mean, we already know you're here, so just go ahead and resubmit into that Discord channel.
Don't judge me.
Man, I do want to take this quick moment to just promote Charlie from the Couny a little bit. This is his debut album, Character Development. Man, he's a great artist, family man, got some super unique subject matter. Hope you guys go check him out.
Wine glass, 2 6 till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth,
We'll have this song finish this out, Charlie. We'll get AK pulled up real quick, man. Shout out Bluetooth, Charlie from the Couny. If y'all were rocking with that, make sure you guys go run that up. But, all right, this is Rick Heals by AK. Let's go ahead and get right into this. And again, quick reminder, we do these every Wednesday and Friday night. For anyone who didn't get to share their songs, we also have a share your work section in Discord. We appreciate y'all for being here. This is Rick Heals by AK. Real talk, Evan. Yo, Ani, you were the one who I was like, bro, you're gonna be sick if it wasn't you. I've seen you put so many 50s in there. Shot, bro, we got you on the next one.
She tryna put love, now she got her go. Throw up a bed, she dropped to the floor. But should have been safe, I ain't need no call.
AK, are you all the vocals on here? He said, okay, he said I used high and D voice in the song. That's what I was just asking about. So AK, you hear how it kind of sounds like you're talking to a fan right now? Do you like that effect? Or would you like that to change? You let me know. That's Rick Heals. What was that, Charlie?
I said this beat is hard as fuck.
Facts, just smacked it. He's just smacking. So AK, ultimately, reason I was asking about that fan sound, that fan noise, is if you want to get rid of it, all you got to do is lower the beat, lower the vocals, make it so that you're not clipping, right? So when you're look at your mixer bar, right? There's gonna be there's gonna be a bar, right? It's gonna have green, yellow, and red. If it's in the red, you're clipping. What that means is that when you export the song, not all of the signal is gonna make it out, and that it's gonna have to kind of prioritize which parts of the songs get heard and which parts get chopped off. Yeah, and you already know, like I said, turning up that bass in the limiter like that, it just raises depending on how you did it, you know what I'm saying, it leaves no headroom for your vocal to really get out, so you can only hear the parts of your vocal that isn't already being taken up by that beat. There's a couple things you could use for that. It's a banned word, I'm not gonna say it, but it's over there right under the wheel, if you know the word. That'll help you prioritize your vocal over the beat. But then also, if you just lower everything and use a soft clipper to make it louder, or sorry, you could either turn the volume down on things, or you use a soft clipper to, yeah, either turn the volume down and turn it up later, or you could use a soft clipper to keep it where it's at, but then clear up some headroom. So that was AK Rick Heels. To me, that was the biggest thing. There was some energy on it. It just felt like some of the vocal was getting chopped out, and so just to clean that up a little bit, I would just encourage you to lower that headroom. I appreciate you, AK. It already sounds like you hear that and you're on it. Do you have any additional thoughts on that one, Charlie?
No, I was vibing, I was jamming, I enjoy it. That was a good energy to walk out in them Rick Heels out the chat into a beautiful, nice rest for everybody. I was jamming.
Real talk.
Thank you, AK.
And last thing, just I loved the high and the low voice, the high and the deep voice on that one. That was really cool for me. I love the contrast. But yeah, real talk. Shouts out to AK. We're gonna close it out here. You guys have been awesome tonight. Big shouts out to everyone who shared their thoughts, been part of this, shared music. We really appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you type !YouTube, I'll put that in the chat. You guys are gonna be able to see some of these clips, reels, and the whole video as an entirety. The replay get uploaded over there. If you guys want to watch anything back, whether it was good feedback you had, maybe a part of the song you want to clip out and share with your fans. And then we'll also be posting some clips on Instagram at, I think it's Instagram. Yeah, but anyways, that's for any people who wants to stay tapped in. The Discord, we'll be doing more things in there as well. We'll be live again on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Big shouts out to everybody who's here. Yeah, my name's Poetic Justus.
My name's Charlie from the Couny. I'm putting my Instagram in the chat.
Oh, good
just
man.
in case y'all want to follow me. Just in case you want to check out my music, or if you want to have some one-on-one perspectives, I do offer some one-on-one consultations. We can talk about the price, but I'm here as a resource, and I'm here as a musician. So I wish you all the best. It was a wonderful, wonderful evening. I appreciate you guys having me tonight.
We will see you all at the next perfect time. Much love, everybody.
Glass, 2 sips, even exist. I can fall in love with you through the blue. Hey, our music tastes bipolar, but the distance between us is probably getting shorter. I can see where you coming from as you sort through the order. A different news that I ain't used to, but you the reporter. You tell me stories about it, different memories that seep from out your phone and your router. That get so heavy disconnecting your data. I think about this shit whenever I hear it. I can feel it since the rail been burning. Your energy moving wherever we going. You karaoke and that's how much you know it. You couldn't tell me the God and a poet. You put the fire to the top of your bowhead. You told me not to copy your shit, but Shazam got the song all posted. Ayy, the room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth.
I like that. I like that.
Your turn.
All right, my turn.
And that shit better be hard, nigga.
Our music tastes bipolar, but but the distance between us is probably getting shorter. A lot of songs that I've been playing got no chorus recorded. It's all imagery, emotional storage. I understand it if you think that it's boring, but it's my foundation and my makeup. Take a walk in my shoes and lace up. You looking beautiful in your lace front. The imagery is still on my taste buds. The singles crowd probably hates us, but you open-minded and you listen to the lyrics. You don't understand it all, but you feel it. You say play another cause we chillin'. The smoke cut in half from the fans on the ceiling. You the man, I'm your nigga. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2-6 till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2-6 till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. Hey, yeah, I fucks with you.
Stop playing.
No, for real. I fucks with you.
Yeah.
I feel like I could fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. I feel like I could fall in love with you through